find someone new, I know it. Yeah, but I will keep on denying it. Yeah, yeah. Gotta keep my emotions from running wild. Need someone to hold my horses. Yeah, 'cause I go fast, yeah, I go hard. Wanna find some peace, so I pray to God to find a way to fix it all. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. My heart is breaking, so I'm faking every smile. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. Wanna find a place to rest, be human for a while. Just be human for a while. I'm fucked up, oh yeah, I know it. All alone with mixed emotions. Yeah, gotta keep my temper from running wild. Need someone to hold my horses. 'Cause I go fast, yeah, I go hard. Wanna find some peace, so I pray to God to find a way to fix it all. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. My heart is breaking, so I'm faking every smile. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. Wanna find a place to rest, be human for a while. Just be human for a while. 'Cause I go fast, yeah, I go hard. Wanna find some peace, so I pray to God to find a way to fix it all. Fix it all, to fix it all. 'Cause I go fast, yeah, I go hard. Wanna find some peace, so I pray to God to find a way to fix it all. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. My heart is breaking, so I'm faking every smile. I'm in denial, I'm undercover. Wanna find a place to rest, be human for a while. Just be human for a while.
That is lovely, isn't it? Gloria Tells, In Denial. It's just gone 5:30. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I typed in on Epidemic Sound songs that resemble anything to do with Olivia Dean, basically. And that was the first one it threw out. Very nice. A little bit of soul to start your Wednesday stream, actually. And my God, does my soul, my body, my everything hurt right now? I went to the gym this morning and, oh, Christ, everything hurts. Everything hurts, dude. Everything. I'm telling you. Jesus. Just end me now, honestly. I went to the gym on Monday. First time going to the gym in a year and a half. Was all right. Felt pain on Tuesday. Woke up Wednesday. Agony. Went to the gym. Did a workout. Started painful. Actually felt all right by the end of it. And we've been here for the last couple hours. And now it's creeping in. I literally can't sit upright or stand upright. Like the top of my abs that apparently exist beneath all this flab are agonizing. Like they hurt. Like they hurt. And like so much so that I can't actually stand fully or have my shoulders fully up and back. And I also can't fully extend my arm either, because right here, so just after the elbow crease, the L pit as we call it, that right there, there's one specific circle which if I fully extend my arm, it feels like it's going to snap. It's horrible. So I've got to deal with this for the next 48 hours, and then I go to the gym again on Friday, and then I'll be back there on Monday, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's going to be my life. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too long, though, until the soreness eases off. Hopefully it's only 2 weeks rather than 3. If it's any more than 3 weeks, good God. But it could be. It could be, because I've just not worked out in so long. But I'll just keep on it. No pain, no gain. Exactly. Also, welcome back, Monarch. Thank you very much for the resub. Or say resub, the re-membership on YouTube. Much appreciated. We've got Mally Longlegs with the 8 months. Says, loving vampires so far. Oh, that actually hurts to do. Jesus. Loving vampires so far. The temptation to cosplay your character is very strong. Go for it. Why not? We got Contaminated Sewer Rat. We got Lucidaze. We got Thinksaline. We got Ben Shark Rage. And also Nurse Crafter. Hello. Thanks for the resubs, everyone. Just as a little reminder, by the way, you might have seen my TikTok post yesterday, which was like an abbreviated version of it, because the original was quite long. I'll show you what the original looked like. And it wasn't like fully edited, but I really like chopped it down. And part of me is like, should I have done that? Shouldn't I have done that? Like even the shortest version was like well over a minute long, which for a TikTok, and I don't know if that's good or bad nowadays. I'll be honest. I don't really chase the algorithm, but I felt as though it hit a lot of the points, but it left out some of the extra like nuance with it. So this was the version, I think. Is this the version I'm thinking of? I think this was the version that had everything in. So this is the version that you didn't get to see. So I'll play you this one. This right here is likely the rarest. Hold on, let me put the music under it so it doesn't sound quite as sad and quiet. Where is it? Let me just do a little crossfade here or something. There you go. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. There you go. Card in the entirety of the MC Championship TCG. Even rarer than every single holo you see here. So you'll probably remember these 3 cards as my contributions to the... It really annoys me as well because it cuts off at the top there, which I need to figure out how to make it not do that. Maybe it was just a case of having to scale it down a little bit, but I'll figure that out another time. Base set and the booster boxes. Surprisingly, my signed full art alongside Scars is one of the hardest to come by on the Creo Cards Discord. Also, I've been told. But that's still not the card that I'm talking about, because there is a special 4th card that is only available for another 48 hours. And it looks like this! With artwork done by the amazing Panda Pavel, who I found by absolute chance on my For You page and just fell in love with their style. This is my collector's edition card. Every single one of these is going to be hand signed. So all of this so far is the same as the one that went out. Except for this one. That's because there's a bit of a problem with it. See, this card is themed around MCC Island as opposed to the event. So a lot of this stuff here is basically new. I chopped a lot out of the middle section, basically explaining the artwork, which I kind of wish I kept in. See, this card is themed around MCC Island as opposed to the event itself. That's one point. My outfit in the illustration is actually the legendary Ghost Pirate hat that evaded me for months and months on end when it first dropped. And the activity in the card isn't even Sky Battle, it's actually the fishing mode, which we all got obsessed with for a while, didn't we? Nobody more than Etho though, am I right? And therein lies the problem, because when I first received this card, I thought it was broken. Can you see it? Right there, right in the corner. So it's quite a big chunk I've taken out in the middle, but it actually explains the card, the outfit, what's going on. But I just saw it was like over 2 minutes. I was like, ooh, that might be a bit long. I thought somebody had bent the card. Turns out it's actually just the string from the fishing rod swooping up and over and sneaking back into frame. So I ran straight to my computer. That's a lie. I was already sat here. But either way, I asked them if they could mask it out. So now there are only 2 of these in existence. The temptation to destroy one so that it becomes the one piece is so tempting. If I had to guess, I'll likely auction one of these off at a future charity event somewhere down the line. But if you don't fancy a bidding war, then you've got 48 hours to head to the Creo Cards website and pick one up for yourself. There's even an offer on as well, where if you buy 3 cards, you get the 4th one for free. Because you need to fill out the MCC team, you get... Oh yeah, this bit here was extra as well that I chopped out. Because you need to fill out the MCC team, you get to be Scott, I get a sore wrist from signing so many cards, and everybody wins. And finally, you know that I love a good Easter egg. It's just about the Easter egg bit at the end and stuff like that. So it was a longer post, but I decided to put out a shorter one in the end, which I don't know whether that was the right idea or not. Not 100% sure. But I mean, the post seemed to do okay, but I think it was probably that thing of when you don't post on a platform like that for a while, they'll make sure your first post does well to give you that dopamine hit. And I guarantee you now the next post I put out after this one will fucking tank. Well, proper tank. But we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, so today's live stream, everybody, is we're going to be going on Misadventures. And we're going to be sitting down and doing a writing sesh with old Cam Bam. So we're basically writing books to populate the library. at Cambridge University, which is going to be good. I've obviously already done this kind of thing over on the Realm SMP server, which I did with Becky and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun. I wrote about a load of Dwarven lore last time. I just kind of made it up as I went along, which was fun. And I'm thinking this time around, it would be quite good to maybe use it as a means of like initially... Or like planting the seeds for what will be the Dagger Heart one-shot that we wrote the other day. So if you don't know, I wrote a one-shot for Dagger Heart set in the world of Misadventures. And now I actually need to create a build that's going to go over in Orchidia beneath the town. Don't tell anyone. And basically I'd like to kind of sow the seeds for that in one of the books that I have today. I think in one of the books could be... one of the books could be about how, like, nobody knows much about the Northwest, but people are sure that they've seen, like, frost wraiths or something like that. Like, you know, like beings made of snow and ice that mimic the form of other people and stuff like that. And then do that kind of thing. And then when they actually play the quick start adventure and they're over here beneath the town having a fight and stuff's doing stuff, I think that could be pretty cool. So that's my thought at the minute. That's what I'm thinking. I do need to change my skin because for that TikTok yesterday, I recorded myself on MCC Island and I changed into the Ghost Pirate outfit. So I need to move into my Misadventures one. And we could also write a book as well about the post office or something. We could just BS some history of the postal service in the land of Misadventures. I could write some stuff about like Merreport or something like that as well. We could figure some stuff out. Eloise is on as well, so I wonder if Eloise is going to come and do some writing. But Cam told us to come over at about 6 o'clock, so that's basically the plan right now. But what are we going to do until then? I suppose we could actually go do some cheeky runs of the sewers, because, like, why not? We might as well go for it, right? Do a couple runs, get some free gold and whatnot. Not that I need it. I've got bloody 144k, but hey, what are you going to do? I love in-universe recordings, reckoning. It's so fun. Yeah, I like the idea of it. I think it's going to be fun. So the players don't know that this location is going to be available in the world once they finish playing the one-shot. I want it to be that they play the one-shot, they get to the end of it, and oh, hey, guess what? That location beneath Orchidia is available right now. So I think that's going to be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. Actually, no, I guess to be fair, putting Dennis here is fine, isn't it? That's all good. Who are these NPCs? Oh, it's the bank teller, isn't it? Forgot about that. Actually, I should probably check with the bank teller whether I've actually got any money. I've not done anything here in a hot minute. Let's see. Hello. I've got 0 coins. Okay, so no one's bought stamps. It's probably the quietest postal service ever, probably because the server's basically dead, but I think we're all getting back into it now. I think the summer holidays are behind us, and we're just going to be going for it. But yeah. So that's the plan. Also, the reason I opened Photoshop a second ago is because I wanted to show you this. So I worked on some new overlays for the Dagger Heart stream for later this week, which I think look pretty cool. I quite like them. Did a little bit of work pulling it together. Maybe if I do that, it'll be easy to see them all in one go. But there was a few versions of this. So we had, that was the original version. And then I knew that I wanted to make my camera smaller, which is what I did up there. And then I grabbed some of these assets from the Dagger Heart website and was having a little tinker around with that. And then I did have these banners. So these banners appear on each character's, like character sheet, I suppose. When you type in Dagger Heart, oh gosh, class icons, there's this really handy image just here, which is what they kind of represent. So you've got the Bard is like part Codex, part Grace. You've got the Wizard is part Splendor, part Codex. So that's what these symbols represent. But I was worried that these banners were almost like a little bit too detailed and a little bit squished down and stuff. I just thought it looked a bit busy. So what I did was I took one of the symbols from each person's banner that I felt best synced up with their character. And basically did this with it. And this was when I right-clicked on the website and did like view background images. This was actually one of the things. This was actually one of the one of the images that came up just by chance, the blue backdrop. And we got full like character explanation of like community, ancestry, and class, and also subclass. And then a little reminder at the bottom to like not backseat game. So I think this is the layout that I'll have for the full camera scene. So this will be whenever we're doing more conversational pieces and exploring the world and that kind of stuff. I think that's basically what we're going to have on the screen. And obviously it won't be avatars. It'll be much like before where we had people, you know, we have their cameras inside of there. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks all right. So I'm excited about that. So I thought that looked pretty good. So I was quite chuffed with that one. I think I'm basically ready for the quick start adventure. I think I'm as ready as I can be. There's a couple of players that I've had to message like prior to the session because there's stuff that they need to know or whatever else or say. But aside from that, well, not even that they have to say, it's just information that only their character would know and nobody else would know. And it's basically one of those things where it's like the players can unveil those secrets should they wish. So yeah. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm very much in the mindset of it's my first time doing it. I've barely played tabletop RPGs, let alone run one. So it really could go belly up and not be that great, but we'll just vibe it out. It's a learning process. And it's the sort of stuff that I think should fit my skill set of like improvising and, you know, a bit of storytelling and lore and drama and stuff. So we'll have to see. This light feels very bright. Let me bring it down a bit. I feel like I'm getting blinded. Ooh. Oh, I thought you were dead. When is it? That sounds fun. It is on Friday. So Friday at 5 p.m. So today's live stream is Misadventures. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live streaming with Portal, one of our moderators. And we're going to be racing. Well, I say racing. I guess we're racing other people he's done this challenge with. Is that something we can have? No, apparently not. But we're going to be trying to complete Minecraft as quickly as possible. And by complete Minecraft, we mean kill the dragon as quickly as possible. So it's like a duos thing. I remember Gracie saying that Tiptoe's name was all lowercase. Oh, really? Okay, I can tweak that. That's fine. As your first time being a DM, be ready for your party to take a left turn and derail your plans. Yeah, I will. I think I'll be okay with that. I think that's where the yes and of it all comes in. And I can sort of just blag it out a little bit. Like the quick start adventure itself is relatively like narrow in its design. So it should be okay for any detours and stuff like that. Or being a first time DM, I can just say, look, like I can't account for that. But I will try and yes and as much as humanly possible, for sure. I'll have a few like scenarios laid out and stuff like that. But it's going to be good. What chat is he reading? All of them. Every chat that exists. I'm reading Twitch, I'm reading TikTok, I'm reading YouTube. They all get some love. Let's go for orchestral music. And and try not to die! Oh my god! Genuinely nearly died. God, that would have been embarrassing. Highly embarrassing. I think I probably should have died there, but I think my armor just about saved me. Mood happy. That'll do. But yeah, I've got YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch all smooshed together, which is good. We filmed vampires last night as well, which was good. So we did that session 2 of vampires. I can't believe how much people are loving vampires, by the way. Obviously, when it's just something new and with, you know, with a random group of people, you don't know how it's going to go, but people seem super up for it. So I'm hoping that sort of enthusiasm kind of continues through. Have people been watching numerous POVs, or have you just kind of been picking one person to watch and enjoy the mystery from their POV? There was a nice bit of like drama and paranoia going on in my session too, which I think you're going to enjoy watching. And again, I still don't know anything outside of the game. I only know stuff from within the game world and what I've seen with my own eyes, which is really fun. So yeah. You've watched like 6 POVs. Gosh. So what are other people's videos like then? Because I've obviously been utilizing an editor for the first time. And I've gone for more of an edit of the episode, kind of more in the realm of like my life series, honestly. It's kind of a play-by-play of everything. Very minimal on like cinematic shots. It was more establishing shots at the beginning. I'm not going full movie maker mode on this thing. But I obviously, where I don't want to watch other people's POVs to get spoiled or anything. Are some people going cinematic? Are some people going really dark and kind of like moody with it? Like what's the crack? Owens is very narrative driven. So the one thing that I have seen from Owens, which is just what he posted on Twitter, was how he's done the eyes for some of the characters, which I thought looked really, really cool. It's apparently not the mod we're using in Misadventures, which would lead me to believe that it's probably... My guess is that he's getting those shots in flashback, and then he's just changing the skin and rendering out the same scene again, and then cutting between them. That's my guess on how it's done, but I could be wrong. Although the only thing that throws me is that I think when Avid's eyes go small and then his pupils are right in the middle, I don't think you can really do that with a Minecraft skin. So even if it was a skin change, I don't know if that's achievable. Which makes me wonder whether it is... Maybe it's done with a resource pack instead. I don't know. I've no idea. Oh, Eloise isn't coming to the writing thing. Okay. I should probably make my way over to Cam's in a second. We'll finish this dungeon and then we'll get going. Owen and Avid's are great. I mean, Avid always does really nice cinematic stuff over on Misadventures as well, so that doesn't surprise me. And also seeing Owen in New Life and what he did there, that was really, really cool. Owen loves a good story tell for sure. Oh gosh. By the way, did you guys see the card that Harry from Yogs got in Japan? It was really cool. It's like a card that looks like it's drawn by his viewers, like the Blebs. It's really funny. Hold on a minute. Where's another one? Am I missing a slime somewhere? Ah, there you are, sneaky bugger. I guess I haven't actually thought about music for the stream on Friday. I think what I want to do is I don't want to be too worried about punctuating moments with sound effects and the like. Oh, Feather Falling 4, go on. But I would like to just have, like, when we enter a battle, have battle music that loops and stuff like that. Part of me really wants to just have, like, the Final Fantasy X battle theme, like, really bad. Like, really, really bad. You know, dun, 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 dun. But that probably wouldn't work. But yeah. Legundo's doing a lot of narrative voiceover stuff. Me and Legundo had a really good bit actually in the in session 2. I saw that Sausage shared out his when we were studying the circle testing when we were testing the microphones, he posted his bit. I was like, did he leave that in his episode? Because obviously that's before we'd technically gone into the town and stuff like that. I think that was even on the test server potentially. But I had said that I've got my clip, which was quite silly and goofy from that moment, which I'll show off soon enough. Boop. All right, let me just quickly drop some stuff off and then we'll get over to Cam's. I just want to empty out my inventory of a bit of guff. I can even just chuck it in here for now. Keep hold of the swamp juice. I think this was my chest for all dungeon run stuff, wasn't it? So we got enchanted infernal apples and all that sort of stuff. Enchanted books, I'll probably whack those in there for a sec. I've got books. Do I need to bring feathers and quills and whatnot? I'm guessing Cam has the stuff we need. Should be fine. Right, let's go for it. Let's go, go, go. I'm loving how much story-based content everyone's putting out. What, specifically in vampires or just generally at the minute? I think people have realized that storytelling is key. I think the era of just, I made cool build themed around this is probably not quite enough, which is why I want to lean into a little bit of storytelling, or at least, you know, maybe doing storytelling via the Dagger Heart stuff with Misadventures as well. I think we've had our initial burst of doing here's pretty build, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm wanting to give it a little bit of flavor, but without having to do too much in world, because frankly, there's not often enough people around to do that. But having builds that have a purpose in another storytelling medium is fun. I think the sort of the want for storytelling in videos as well probably stems from the success of a lot of things like, you know, you've got your ish civilization videos and stuff like that. But I think just generic building probably isn't quite cutting it nowadays. Hello, Eloise. Hello, Eloise. Hello, 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 hello. Eloise, do you play like D&D and stuff like that? I'm just telling chat that I've written a one-shot for Dagger Heart that's set in the Misadventures world, which is going to be something that I do sometime in the future. And it's the sort of thing that I could run with numerous groups of people as well. I haven't, but I really want to do some. Sick. Okay, we'll get you in for one, for sure, on the Misadventures one. That'll be good. Because Dagger Heart's way easier to learn as well. Like, Dagger Heart is way more streamlined. We can make a little level 1 pleb for each person. I want shorter sessions, not like 6 hours. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I could, maybe if I have you in the second group, I can do it with the first group, see how long it takes, and then trim it down a little bit. Or if it does, if I do find with the first group that it does take longer, we can split it up. We can have it be 2 couple-hour sessions and stuff like that. But I'm doing my first like run of the quick start adventure, which is provided by the Crit Roll team on tomorrow. No, Friday, which I can use as my gauge of how to pace things, and I can adjust the Misadventures one accordingly, which will be good. Good, yeah. You probably know from watching Eloise chat, I'm on my way over to Cam's place at the minute. We're going to do a little bit of writing. And one of the things I'm going to write today is actually a little bit of like precursor lore for that Dagger Heart quick start, which is going to be fun. Do you still talk to the guys from the Advent Calendar series? I do. Not all of them. I still speak to Lewis once in a blue moon. Through like Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. I haven't spoken to Henry in quite a few years, but I always get updates on how he's doing from Lewis. And then Toby, I saw Toby a couple years ago now. I think it was just after lockdown. We saw each other because we both happened to go to was it Flight of the Conchords or Ricky Gervais? It was one or the other, but we basically both went to the same gig and were like, oh shit, you're there, hello. So we had a little conversation and catch up there, which was nice, but don't speak to him day to day. I sort of see him on socials very rarely. I think he's I think he still does editing and stuff, but I think he's just stepped away from that kind of thing. And then Elliot, Mega G Wolf, he is on Twitch and everything, and I drop in on his streams and lurk and say the odd hello and raid him when I can. So he's still around doing things as well, which is good. And making his show Pixelated Memories, which if you've never watched that, by the way, go watch it. It's very good. If you like that kind of like JonTron, like you know those kinds of videos where it's like talking about retro games, but it cuts away to live action stuff and then in-game, and it's essentially them kind of like reviewing a game, but you know, making little tweaks here and there every so often. And Elliot pops in this chat a bunch as well, yeah. Then yeah, go check out Pixelated Memories. Really good videos. Really, really good videos. Here we are, the University of Cambridge. I haven't actually been over here in a long time, so I'm intrigued to see how it's changed out. Let's have a look. Ooh, what's this? Oh my god, pretty greenhouse. Look at it. Oh wow, this has really come along. Jeez. Tell you what, we could do improv in there. Absolutely, we could. Oh, it's an aquarium. Oh, I guess we need some floaties. But we could definitely do improv in here. It's not quite what I thought. Oh, can't get in that one. Never mind. All right, where's Cam? Dennis, come along with me, buddy. Oh, this is looking lovely. Oh, is this a new building? I think it might be, you know. I think Cam used to live further this way and up the hill. Yeah, Cam used to live just there. You can see the wooden roof over there. Oh, this is looking great. This is better than anything that I've made. Jesus. Smashing it. Oh, I can't go in there. I'm going to have to get my land permissions so that I can actually build around here somewhere. Hello!
Hello. Welcome.
Oh, 2 seconds. I'm just drowning me rat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's struggling down there.
Let me try and get a lead on him real quick. Come here, you.
Yeah.
You got any posts around there for me to whack him on?
No. I don't actually. I don't. There's one over here. You can pop it by the student accommodation over here that you can pop him on.
Oh my gosh.
Just over here.
There we go. My mum could be so
yeah.
proud of me going to uni. Holy moly.
Yeah, you excited? Well,
God,
a lot
this
of the
really does look
insides
like
aren't
holes.
done yet. well, the idea was what I was thinking is that this would be like a little like foyer where like students come down. I just haven't designed it yet.
Yeah.
But like up here, there's like little dorms and things that I'm gonna let people purchase and buy and things like that. So if you want a little space, you can
put me in
chill
here, dude. I
and
want
have
to
a nice
sleep in
time
one.
down here, which is lovely. And then obviously, what's the one thing you think of when you're at university?
The student night where it's 2 for 1 on drinks.
Yeah, so chess is also the thing that I think of like when I go to university. So I'm also making a little chess board.
That's
and
cool.
I'm gonna get little pieces made as well. So like instead of it being like I don't know, like I feel like it's very hard to do chess in Minecraft without getting very custom pieces. So I want to do stuff like the little barrels that you have over here, but then have actual pieces.
Yeah.
So that people can come over and play chess, which I think would be fun. Checkers is also, one that we could do as well.
That's more my pace, yeah. You know what?
Yeah,
I've only played chess a few times. It's a bit like poker. For chess and poker, I just need a little cheat sheet that just says what does what. Like, this one can move in this way and that one does that one. And I can kind of give it a crack.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very simple when you get the idea of it. It's just learning the complex moves and the intricacies of chess, which are a bit
thinking
more
4 moves ahead.
challenging.
That's where I buckle.
Oh yeah, I don't do any of that nonsense. Like I can't. No, like,
When they
it's
go,
not
oh,
happening.
you're going for the crocodile sweep, I'm like, I moved one pawn. I don't know what you're seeing.
What would the crocodile sweep look? Can you talk me through the crocodile sweep?
Yeah, so the crocodile sweep begins with you having a pawn that you move forwards by 2. And basically what you're doing is you're baiting them into the far left quadrants to try and make their way in. And then much like a crocodile, it's going to just sort of like gently step out here. You start with your little castle one that can go really long and straight. So that comes around here, and then it goes really far that way, and it's like a big swooping tail. But as they dodge the crocodile, they move in towards the teeth, because as the tail comes this way and then swoops you this way, you land about here somewhere, and that's when the queen goes, gotcha, and then comes across, and that's when the teeth of the crocodile bites.
So is the queen the crocodile, or is the castle like? Because you said
the castle's the
castle
tail, the queen's the teeth.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Legit. See, I know my
Anyway,
chess.
let's go over.
I've watched the Queen's Gambit. I know exactly what's up.
I love the Queen. I need to rewatch the Queen's Gambit.
It was
It's
very
such a
good.
show.
I just
It's
can't get
so
past it being Dudley though. I can't
Yeah,
unsee
it's
him.
Dudley, man, and he looks so different as well. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Dudley. It's mental.
He still has
I
that
love
like
show.
Victorian child that's just been shown an iPad kind of look to him. Though. It's the really intense. He's got really intense, deep eye wells. His eyes are actually quite small, but like they're sat in chasms. Like they've just been one punched man into a comet pit.
Yeah, I always like seeing actors from like kids things that you would watch like when you were much younger, and just seeing them in different things. It was like when David Tennant like was in Harry Potter 4. I was like gobsmacked because like I watched Doctor Who growing up loads, and I was like, what the hell is Doctor Who doing in Harry Potter? How is this working? And I didn't really understand the concept of actors. Yeah, I feel like every British person has been in that movie series, hasn't they?
I think so. Yeah, it's almost like it was almost like the done thing back then.
Yeah. Anyway, let me show you up here. So this is, as you know, the library.
Yes.
The Lovely University
When I
library.
last came here, this was kind of maybe 2/3 height. You were actively seeking bone blocks. That's how long it's been since I came this way.
That's such a long way. Well, since then, I've built the student accommodation over there. I'm working on a dockyard over there, so you'll see
This
like
is all
some,
really nice, by the way. Like, you are smashing it.
Thank you.
It's brilliant.
I'm taking my time with it and just doing build by build. And I know some people like generally like map out the streets and things when they do like a bigger city, but I've just kind of been like doing like individual builds for the time being. And
Oh,
then
100%. I mean, you've got the benefit of nobody else lives even remotely close. You can expand.
No, I've got so much space.
Any which way
do
you
want
want.
Do you want to see my pub?
Oh, you got a part of that's what we want.
I haven't done the interior decoration, but I think you'll like the name that I came up with it.
Oh, okay.
There's the name up there on the side.
Where is it? The first draft. Nice. That's very good. When you're writing your dissertations, I love it.
Exactly. And then there's like inside, there's just like going to be a big space here. I was thinking of doing like some pub quiz nights because you do that a lot.
That would be so
I thought,
sick.
I thought it would be a fun little thing to get everyone involved in. Then we could
do
do like a little
bingo as
stage maybe
well.
over
We
here.
did bingo
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Cowboys. That popped off as much as Cherry.
Yeah, I saw.
didn't think it
I know
would.
that you guys did. You guys did Yahtzee, didn't you?
Oh my god, I'm not having the dice on this server. No chance. I never get the only dice relating to this server is I'm going to start doing Dagger Heart. So I've written a one shot for Dagger Heart set in the world of Misadventures,
right.
which I want to run. Anybody who wants to play it, I'll just do parties of 4, and I can just run it a couple of times with everybody on the server if they want to.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
So if you want to get involved in that, let me know.
Yeah, I'd love to. But yeah, I was going to do like pub quiz nights. Maybe we could do a bingo night. And then like, I was going to maybe do like some more accommodation up in the top. Because you know how it's like a pub inn that you kind of get? Like I was thinking of like making a 3rd floor up here where it's like student accommodation. And then it's like a little balcony where people can chat and sit. And
Making it a little hostel.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that anyway.
And
all the buildings are like they're all similar, but they've got like their own unique fixtures, like different blocks that I've decided to use. Like say we use just bone blocks for that one, but I've done like concrete and like concrete powder for this one.
I noticed there was bricks at the back of that one as well, which popped off, which was nice.
Yeah, through that. Then I've done over here a little axolotl ball, which is a little nod to Lizzie's Crystal Hollow thing. That she's got going on.
Okay.
And basically I've took some axolotls from Lizzie's Crystal Hollow and I put them in this little tank.
This is very cool. I saw this and it reminded me of my Pokeball from the Past Life series. I thought I was about to do some improv inside of here. That would be good.
Well,
so pub quiz,
that would be
bingo,
good,
and an improv night.
Yeah, I could do like a little theatre drama club or something like that.
We could have
That could be
local
fun.
bands play.
Should we do a show? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Oh my god, let me hold on. I need to like.
Get to the whiteboard.
But yeah, I'll do all of that as well. But yeah, this is the latest sort of thing that I worked on. This
is
and
real cool.
the pub. So that's come along nicely. And I'll show you what I worked on yesterday. And I will unfortunately need to kill you.
Okay, sure.
I'll show you why.
Okay.
So down here.
Am I going to be an
basically
alumni already?
Basically in the actual already in the actual University of Cambridge, in the main sort of library building, you're not allowed to bring like your bag or like jackets or anything to your seats when you go and study. You have to go and like put it in a locker room downstairs.
Oh.
So what I've kind of done is, first of all, in the library you go down this way. And I've designed like a little cloakroom, and the whole idea is that everyone has their own little spot. So this is going to be your spot.
Hey,
and I
you
was
got the
gonna put, like,
newspaper.
I was gonna put all of your newspapers, the Misinformers, like as your sort of like nod, because that's like one of the things that you're working on.
Nice.
And then obviously I need to put your head there. Do you want a resource world and then overworld to?
Oh yeah,
to
good
make it
shout.
easy?
There we go. And I never go back. All right.
All right.
I'm
ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Woo, that was fast. Oh, try again.
Like that.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There it is. See, I'll need to get your other Misinformer issues so I can put them in the back somehow.
I think there's
but
only
yeah, that's
like
the whole,
3 so far, so you're not missing too much.
No, exactly. But yeah, there's your little spot there, and you've also in your chest got a little like books that you can grab as well for your writing as well.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
it's
okay,
all
this
ready
is good.
and prepared for you.
Let me break this
And
bad
I've
boy.
sort of like, my idea was like with like everyone's heads and like their space down here as well, is that like, you know, people can come down here, you put your armor on here because you're not allowed to wear armor in the library. That's the rule.
I see.
You have to
Okay,
hang it
hold on.
up there. But like everyone's got their own little like nods. Like Tanisha is obviously the big scammer of the server. So like I've done like her bone blocks out of diamond blocks instead. So like it's like all a bit jazzed up. And I've done like a little thing of money in here as well, just so she has it handy.
We'll put everything in
Jimmy-
there. There we go.
There it
Lovely.
is. And then Jimmy's got like his Isle Bonita sea pickle there. Joel's doing his mushroom build. Saucer's got his withered hand with like the rose and the sword. Ollie has nothing. I was gonna put like a jukebox maybe and like a music disc or something.
I think he said he was making a tea shop, but I don't know whether he's. I mean,
a tea
I don't know if
shop?
we'll ever see him on the server again. Frankly,
No,
but
he comes so
it's hard to
sporadically.
know with that guy. You should
Yeah,
put. Oh, you
but-
know what you should put there? You should put the record, the Infernal music disc.
That's exactly what I was going to do. So I was going to do a little jukebox here and then
Yeah.
a frame here with like one of the music discs, so you can kind of like grab it and like play it just here.
Nice.
Because I thought that would be a nice little thing for him. Eloise has got obviously her like picturesque land with all the flowers and things. I wanted to
Yeah.
put a sunflower here, but like I can't put a sunflower here it doesn't work.
Could you break the rules and put like some moss there to maybe make it happen? Or grass? Does it sit on grass? I don't even know.
I could, but I like it being all nice and consistent throughout the area.
Fair.
But yeah, the whole idea is that everyone will have a little spot and a little thing to have. Like Scott's got his purple candles from his like.
Wow, really showing our favourites here. Look at triple diamond slot.
Well, the problem with the diamond slot is I didn't want it to be there. I only wanted it to be there for Tanisha, but because of the way the room is organised, it can't like it's yeah. So it matches his hair. It's fine. Whatever.
Why don't you put in a? You might be able to put in a 3 tall painting behind there. I don't think that would clash with the armor stand.
Does it not?
Not sure. Like if we grab,
I'll get a painting later and then see.
What about this little painting here? Can we pinch that a second?
Oh, yeah,
Let's
I'll
test
try
it.
that one. Oh, sorry, I knocked Eloise's armor stand. Hold on, let me fix that. I didn't even know you could
bodied.
do that. What? Yeah, I got bodied by the armor stand. Right.
So I think if you put it on the center slot.
Oh, it does the center slot, and then just try until I get.
I think what you need to do is you need to put something there, like if I put that there, there you go. Now try again, and then it should now force it to be 3 tall. Try placing it at the bottom one, maybe. Does it build? Does it? Oh, there you go. It kind of grows upwards a little bit.
2.
Oh, that closes that way. Maybe there's not a 3 tall picture.
It maybe I don't think I've never seen a 3 tall. I could just do 3 like short ones, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
oh wait, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the trapdoor. Yeah. Let me try this. See if this works.
Pop it on the middle slot, then that'll get you 3 tall. I think. I don't know if there is a 3 tall.
I've never seen a 3
maybe there's not. Although that's something we could totally get on the server, like for sure.
A 3 tall thing. Well, I was thinking about like I don't know if you know about Ollie's secret painting. If you don't, then I won't say anything.
Oh, I know about the fella trapped in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking of maybe trying to get that painting somehow in here, like he's able to talk to his painting while it's here as well.
Nice. I like that. Thing. God, that's going to be like Dumbledore talking to all the old head teachers.
Well, that's kind of what I like. Like it's that kind of idea. Like you could go and talk to. There you go. You can go and talk to, like, I don't know, the other teachers or whatever and things like that.
Now, that would be a cool fast travel for you. If you could jump into the painting Mario style and pop out in Merriport. That would be so sick.
I had an idea on the top floor of the building. Have you got a book, by the way?
Yeah, I've already got 2 on me, yeah.
Okay, cool. So my thinking was that on the top floor, so if we go all the way up here... Might get a bit dizzy, sorry.
I was going to say, this is a
Oh, wait, sorry. You can't actually get in the top floor. Sorry. There's a top floor, and basically what I was going to do is I was going to do a little fireplace. This is in progress. I was going to do a little fireplace on the top floor, and then that would be like, you know how you have like flue powder or whatever? I was going to do like, you could travel between a fireplace that I would have here, and then my house in Merriport.
Nice.
As my fast travel.
I like that.
Because I thought that would work quite well.
That's sick. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, that's my plan.
We know we've already got fire tech because we got old Maeve's cottage where it's like 1 shot on us.
Well, exactly. I'll see how far Tanisha is away.
Oh, is Tanisha coming too? Nice.
Yeah, she's on the server. But yeah, that's the problem with me. It's just very, very far away. But that's what I've been working on anyway. My other idea that I had as well, I'll show you down here, was I don't know if you've ever been to the Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
I want to say I have, but it's a long time ago.
Okay, right. I need to give the minus 463.
She's at Molly's. Jesus, she's gonna be a lifetime.
That's so far away.
Tell her if she's definitely been to Matt Ranger's farm. It's basically just tell her the path west out of there.
Please, head more west than.
Listen to him with his creamy keyboard.
Wait, can you hear that?
Yeah, only barely.
It's probably what I'm talking
about. I think it's because you're narrating as you type.
Yeah, that'll be it. Basically, I had this idea. In the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, basically you have like, you're kind of like upstairs or like you're up in the top bit when you get into it. And the whole idea is that when you go into the ride, you go into like this undercity on like a boat, and it's like this like piratey, like hidden area. So basically what I was thinking about doing is down here, I was gonna do like a secret like society that would be all underground, similar to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and I was gonna call it the Dead Poet Society.
Nice.
And it would be down here, and it would just have lots of like forbidden texts and things like that, like
sausage
very
gonna
mysterious.
Eat that up, dude.
very very mysterious vibes, and I basically just need to like hollow out an entire section like underneath the university land, but I think that would come in quite a long time, so I've kind of mapped out how you would go down for the time
Yeah.
being, and it was going to be sort of similar to, you know, how in like like Maeve's cottage, like you can only get in after you've earned a certain amount of reputation. That's what I was gonna.
Nice.
That's what I was gonna do with like the trapdoors here. So they would only open, and you'd only able to get access to the society if you had the reputation for it.
Where'd you get all the moldy clocks from, by the way?
These ones,
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I have a few.
Well,
of
you got a
them.
couple
Where
of
did I
them,
get
yeah. I just didn't know.
Where did I get
I
them?
feel like maybe they're on sale somewhere. Maybe in Merriport? I could be
They
wrong.
are. I don't know. I don't know if anyone in the chat knows where you could get them from. I think they're on sale in Maryport. I know that they were for JoJo's thing, I think. And that's why I put, like,
yeah. Oh, no, apparently they're on sale at the Emperor's Rest. Okay, fair. That's the one
That's
by
it. Yeah, the
crypt.
Emperor's Rest.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so I bought a bunch of those there, and I thought I could just dot them around because they're quite good for
Yeah,
decoration.
very good.
And they're also going to be the one that I would use for what's it called, JoJo's little locker as well. And obviously you have building perms as well, so if you did want to change your locker so it looks different or to how you would like it to be, then that is also cool too.
Do I have build perms in there, do I?
You do, because you have the I think you do anyway, because you have
see.
perms for the post box, didn't you?
Oh, I've got perms there, yeah. Oh, I think it was maybe over at the
At my
first
old
draft
shack.
that I don't have it.
Yeah,
That's
hold
all
on, I'll
good.
give you
I got what
wait,
I
have you
needed
got
here.
have you got perms here? I could
Yeah, I do, yeah. Because I can open this door
Okay.
without using the pressure plates.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah,
very
if
cool.
you want a little idea behind the books as well, every book from the Maeve's dungeon is in here. So if you ever wanted to read any of the books from there, it's in this bit. I'm gonna put some water in so that these don't waterlog out because I wanted them to be very, very red, like in Maeve's dungeon.
Can you do that? Because
so-
like, can you waterlog them or?
Well, I don't know how I would do it. I could maybe put it like behind somehow, maybe, I don't know, or maybe this block I could break and then turn that into water, but then I think it would look a little bit weird, and also it would go underneath now into the locker room bit.
I'm really surprised
So-
that we don't have a means of like continually hydrating stuff like this.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
random
I suppose
question,
the
chat?
thing
Does
is-
it work with a dripstone? If you had a dripstone with water above it and it drops the water
that's a
onto
good
it,
call.
that would be a cool way of like keeping them more hydrated. That'd be great.
Yeah, I suppose the thing then would be that it would get rid of the consistency of the staircases.
Yeah, that'd
like-
be an issue.
Because I tried to do that over here. It's like, this is the one book that you can get from the copper mine, like this one on the left-hand side
Oh,
here.
Have I read this?
And I did this little slab
wow.
like out of copper, and I kind of don't like it because it looks different from the rest of them.
I
But I
think
suppose it could.
no, but I
add
think
charm
if
and
you
character.
start changing each of them so they all look distinct, then that one copper one won't look so out of place.
Yeah, that's maybe true. Yeah, I could do that. I'll have a play around and see. And then this is all
Yeah.
of the books from Scott's Cultist Portal as well. So it's got like the banner from the portal and then like the purple candles too. So like like my whole idea was like to bring in elements from all of Misadventures, and that's why I want to do Writers Wednesdays so that people can write their own lore and we can have it here in one place. So I don't know if you want to pull up a chair. I'll
Yeah.
give you like some inspiration for like one book. Oh, what was that?
That was me pulling up the chair.
Okay, yeah, great. So I have like some inspiration if you'd like to read this book.
Okay.
It's called 50 Shades for Ollie.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to read it aloud for the
Do I
for
need
the group?
what kind of music do I need for this? Do I need some slightly more romantic music or
You could do that if you would like to.
romantic intense? Let me see what this is. Vocals, instrumental.
Romantic intense is really how I describe, you know, what we do here.
Let's have a look. Mood dreamy. That'll do.
Let me help you, sure. Go.
Oh, here we go. The
Right.
sun was setting over Misadventures SMP. Kambam wiped his sweat from his brow, completing a big, strong mathematical question that only professors and like really smart people could do. Suddenly, from the shadows, the Orion sound appears. Working hard or hardly working? Am I right, man? Kanban blushed. Thanks. Hey, man, I've seen you around. The Orion sound raised an eyebrow. The Orion sound stepped closer, the creak of the wooden library boards that house the most brilliant of minds below. Without another word, the Orion sound leant up closer to Kambam, caressing Kambam's cheek with the back of his hand, and he says, "This is my swamp." To be continued.
Immediately, let me get you
bravo.
the second book. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, it keeps going.
Yeah, it goes, keeps going.
Oh, sorry, let me get the music back on.
Yeah.
The big, strong, and handsome Professor Kambam holds the Orion sound and stares into his eyes. Kambam goes, "Kia!" and headbutts the Orion sound like Princess Fiona in Shrek 2, the greatest cinematic masterpiece of all time. Puss in Boots emerges from one side of the stage, gently tapping his foot as Donkey emerges from the other side. The donkey goes, "Puss and Donkey, y'all! She's into superstitious!" They then go on to sing a Living La Vida Loca's cover by Ricky Martin. And that's it. The end.
What do you think? That's a
Gosh,
piece of literature that I
I have aphantasia, but that somehow painted a picture for me. Goodness.
wrote. Why does everyone like Scott has aphantasia as well? Like, what's wrong with all of you?
Why
Like,
do you think
have this?
why do you think we play a game where we can actually like make things that we can see? Like it's because we
true.
can't do it in our own minds. We'd probably be painters or illustrators otherwise, but
But no,
but no, we've got to
Minecraft.
just do it here. There's a lot of trial and error, and we're not that creative, so it needs to have limitations like, you know, blocks and squares and things like that.
Exactly.
That's
Well,
my
either
that's
way-
my decision on it.
Well, either way, I thought that it would be a lovely time. Writers Wednesday is a time where everyone on the server or anyone on the server
Yeah.
come here, write a little bit of lore. You know, write maybe a joke book, a cookbook, like
Ooh.
anything they want. It's a chance for you to write, and it would go and be housed on these hallowed shelves.
Christ. If you're saying people
and
can write joke books, what's Tanisha going to put in? Oh.
Well, that's what I'm quite excited about.
I'm
That's why I'm
not.
happy that Tanisha's here, because I'm excited to read some jokes.
She
Like, we could either,
single-handedly
like,
tanked the entirety of the Misinformer newspaper, I'm telling you.
Why? Why did she do? What? Because she sent in dad jokes or whatever? Do you
No.
want me to tell some dad jokes?
Go on then. Are they your favourite
Alright.
category? Here I think.
Yeah, they are. Oh, let's see.
Can you not hear us?
Yay! Yay!
Here she is.
Tanisha.
Tanisha. Oh, you gotta see her.
Hello.
Hello.
Here she is.
Welcome to my university.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
No, that's fine. Don't
That's
worry.
fine.
It'll
It'll be taken from your final grade.
I was just giving Martin the tour. Welcome to Writers Wednesday. This is a brand new thing that I'm running that gives anyone on the server the chance to write to their heart's content. You could write anything. Lore, jokes, which I think you might do.
Oh yeah.
And
God.
you know, a cookbook, anything you want. Let me give you a quick little look into the library. So first of all, I'm gonna hop in here. Now, don't step one more step further, because armor is not allowed in the University of Cambridge library.
You're breaking the
have
rules.
to come. We're gonna have to come down
I
here,
don't see the rules
Tanisha.
placed anywhere.
You're gonna have to come down here, man.
Oh gosh.
So
Right,
over here,
I'm gonna start
I
writing a
have
book
little
chat.
spot just for you. This is
Oh.
your little locker. There's a little
Okay.
diamonds, because I know you like scamming people, and there's some money there.
Yeah, and some money. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Let's
But
write
the
some
idea is
lore.
that you just need to put your armor on there, and then grab one of the books out of the chest.
Okay. Oh wait,
You
I
don't have
can't.
land perms. Yeah, let's do land. Land. Martin, what's the code again to give perms?
Oh God, you're asking. That's a big question.
What,
Slash.
You know what it is?
Slash
share,
land.
That's what it is.
Space share. Space name.
There you go. You have the university library perms.
Yay! Thank
So
you.
in there, we've got a little book and quill.
Okay.
And the whole idea behind this little bit is that everyone has their own little
keep
locker,
wanting to,
their own
like-
little space.
In fact, what I can do is I
hang
can
up their
I can turn them
armor,
down
and,
like
you know.
that,
And I just thought,
and that'll make them quiet because I can't write and concentrate when people are here. So should we write the lore piece for the first one? Let's do that first. So we'll do a bit of this, then we'll do a bit of that. Oh wait, are they coming straight to write?
Martin is already diligently writing over
How'd you,
here.
how'd you
so
get my head, by the way?
What do you mean?
You've probably left a bunch of them in the fighting pit, haven't you? in the
Yeah,
community,
I've killed
maybe.
you. I've killed you before, Tanisha.
You have? I swear I've only
Yeah, I
died like
have.
one time.
Yeah, it's probably to me.
Okay.
Well, if you'd like some like inspiration on what you can write about, like I've got some example books over here. If you want to just have a little look.
That's a
Little bit of
question.
fan
Have
fiction.
you got the books from the from the parkour tower in Lawnhaven?
No, that's next. That's next.
Oh, that's a bit
my
smoky.
next
I don't
plan.
vape. There we go.
But yeah, that's my next plan. I need to go and get those ones next, and I'll probably put them upstairs. Again, it's finding a place for all of them because
Yeah.
there's quite a lot.
And then you just like put, they're just all in here. Oh, all
Yep.
the. Oh, that's
so
cool.
we'd store them all on the side panels here. There's an upstairs bit as well that I'm kind of developing as well. But yeah, if you just like to grab a little book and then get to writing, and then we can do a little
Yeah.
share if we'd
Wait,
like.
so
Do we
how
all write to the same
many-
prompt or like a category or what are we thinking?
No, what are you feeling?
I
we
mean,
haven't
I
done
have
this
one that
before.
I intended to write today,
Hey,
but then
well,
that one will be a bit more lore-y and specific. But I could do
well,
a
that's
silly one.
perfect. Why do you do no anything you like, Martin? This is your time to
Oh my
shine. If
gosh.
you want to be productive, if you like to be silly, it's your chance to do whatever you like.
Okay.
We're filling up these walls with all sorts today.
So all these books that are in there, are they all already written in?
No, a lot of them are just like enchanted
okay.
books. The ones on the
Okay.
other side you see here, so these are the ones from Scott's Ruined Cultist Portal.
Oh, okay.
These are all the ones from the Infernal Descent. And then
Mm.
I've got like one from the Copper Mine over here.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm just trying to grab all the books from everywhere, and I forgot that there
Yeah.
are some in Lawnhaven. But that is actually a good shout, and I should probably do that.
I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that has books. I don't think there's any in the Riverwood Hamlet, if memory serves correctly.
I'll have to have a browse, a little peruse, if you will.
You know what would be good as
Right.
well? Even though there's no books
Yeah.
there, it would be good to... I mean, maybe that'd be a good idea. That could be fun. We could go to the crypt, read all of the grave names, and write backstories for all the different
Ooh, that's a really good idea.
people there.
actually, Yeah.
I think a lot of them are based off of like empires. So I guess it's just rewriting their history, but I think some of them are new.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
some unique ones, I think.
And we can make up things as well for the ones that were in empires anyway.
Right
So-
fallacies
Lots
and
of
fake stuff,
opportuni-
fake news in my
Fake
library,
It's my library. What do you mean?
our library.
All right, it's our library. All right. What do we want to do? Do you want to mute up and then just like 5 minutes and then come
Yeah,
back?
why don't we
What
do
wanna
that?
Do? All right. Let's mute up. Let's get writing and see what we come up with, and then we'll
Gosh,
share
I feel
with
like
the
I'm
class.
taking a test. And I
is a
have to share
test.
with
You're
the
at
class. This is my
university.
worst nightmare.
You're at
Okay.
university. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so what we're going to call this book, chat. So this book is basically going to be one of the precursors to the Dagger Heart adventure that we do. I want to talk about the frozen wastes in the northwest. So in fact, I almost need like a separate notepad file of the bullet points that I want to hit. So frozen wastes to the northwest. I want to talk about frost elements. Oh, someone else has turned up. Wait up, who's turned up here? I heard a door. Am I going crazy?
Oh,
I
Tanisha
just
looked as
heard a
well.
door
you're-
too. No,
no,
yeah.
it's my sheep. Look, it's my sheep. He's very.
Oh,
You
keen to
scared the
get
life
out.
out of me,
yeah,
Bruce.
I was like, is this
Jesus.
a haunted university?
I had to check the tablets to see whether Sun God was sneaking
No,
around.
that got me. That got me as well. It got me as well.
Good God.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Okay. Let's figure this out. What do we call this book? Maybe I just start writing. I'll figure out the name for it in a minute. Throughout the decades... Oh, gosh, wait. This is all just off the cuff, by the way, chat. Throughout the decades, there have been many who have speculated about the true... about the conditions that created the lands known as the frozen wastes to the far northwest of Merriport town. That might need to go onto another page potentially, but we'll figure it out later on. Let's just quickly check. Where is it on the map again? So it's northwest. So it's past... Where's Lizzie's thing? I mean, I guess it's just there, isn't it? Well, actually, to be fair, it is also past there as well. Throughout the decades, there have been many who have speculated about the conditions that created the lands known. About the conditions that created the lands referred to as, we won't worry about typos for now, chat, we'll just get the bulk of it down. Referred to as the frozen wastes found oh god, it doesn't fit on the line, does it? Found to the far northwest of Merriport. Oh my god, none of this fits. Maybe if I do that, then we can maybe bring the found up a line. There you go. Of Merriport. It's a naturally bitter cold. Temperatures go beyond anything the land's greatest minds can comprehend. It's a naturally bitter cold temperature. I feel like it's too many descriptors. It's a naturally bitter temperatures go beyond anything that the land's greatest minds can comprehend for a cold climate with no apparent culprit. Townsfolk often tell tales to their young of a devious lord called Morath. I think that's what it was called. That cursed those lands many moons ago, and often weigh it as a threat. Of being left there. Wait. Let's have a look. Throughout the decades, there have been many who have speculated about the conditions that created the lands referred to as the frozen wastes found to the northwest of Merriport. It's a naturally bitter temperatures go beyond anything that the land's greatest minds can comprehend for a cold climate with no apparent culprit. Townsfolk often tell tales to the townsfolk often tell their young tales of a devious lord called Morath that cursed the forests many moons ago, when he fell to the hands of brave misadventurers. Fell to the hands of a brave misfit band of misadventurers whose names are lost to time. Fathers will often jest that they'll leave children there who misbehave and have the frost wraiths take them away to become to become frozen statues. At the iceberg citadel, leagues beyond the trees. Yeah, leagues beyond the first tree line. Fathers will often jest that they'll leave children there who misbehave and have the frost wraiths take them away. Numerous eyewitnesses have scrambled to you will often hear supposed eyewitness accounts of seeing frost wraiths. From fishermen. You'll often hear supposed eyewitness accounts of frost wraith sightings from drunken fishermen in taverns the land over. You'll often hear supposed eyewitness accounts of frost wraith sightings from drunken fishermen in the taverns, the land over, when they've had a few too many swamp juices. They've had a few too many swamp juices. Mentions of the snows changing form into recognizable figures, and even animals from the land, from the nearby underbrush. Underbrush doesn't need to be it. From the nearby climates. Some even report seeing thawed versions closer to major cities, but many attribute these to being sewer slimes that have crept up from the pipes below. There you go. So that's the way I can tease the thawed versions of them. It's even to this day, children are still heard singing this song in the playground to spook one another. Chilly, chilly, bones of frost. Tread too close and you'll get lost. Try to run, but never can. Beware, beware. Beware, beware of the snowman. Done. All right, let's do that. I actually need a name for the book. What do I call the book? Myth some more. I like that. Oh, how do I go back there? Oh, wait, can I fit another character in there? Why doesn't that go down? Try again. I'm going to call it that. Myth some more. I can put another one here. Let me just double check what the word more means. Define more. The jaws or throat of a voracious animal. I like that because it could talk about creatures as well. It could talk about animals, couldn't it? Myth some more, volume 1. Nice. All right, cool. All right, I think I'm ready.
Hello.
Hey, up.
Hello.
All right. Well, I hope this was productive. I wrote my journey. I thought I'd talk about how I got here, you know. So I told the wonderful story of Professor Cambam and how he became so
Ooh.
wicked smart and developed the University of Cambridge.
Well, should we swap them around? Should we like pass them around in this like
Yeah,
clockwise
that's a
or
good idea.
anti-clockwise and each read each other's out loud?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll give mine to Tanisha.
Okay.
All right, I'll give mine to you.
Okay.
And I'll take Tanisha's.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm not now.
Wait,
not after
how-
you said that.
Oh, you did like a fancy thing at the top there.
Yeah, I
You did
just-
myths and more.
I just did some flavor.
Okay. Well, I really just wrote just all sorts of nonsense there. So that's
Oh
fun.
my gosh, 13 pages. You're
It's-
on a
No,
roll.
it goes quickly.
On a roll. If you
He
will.
wants on a roll indeed. Who wants to start? Who would like to
I want to start
the
because
reading?
Tanisha's got me hyped for her book.
Okay, let's
it's
go.
it's a joke book. Listen.
You
okay,
thought I
so
was
the
fancy. Look
first-
at this, Cam. Look at the first page. There's
Okay.
emojis.
Oh my god, how did you even do that? What? Emojis.
Okay. You're gonna. So the first 3 are like the ones that I've sent out already,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
and then there's 2 new ones.
Ooh, exclusives.
So you can, yeah.
All right. So
Relating to this right now.
the official Misadventures joke book. Number 1. Why did Rosalia close her candle shop?
God. Why?
She was getting burnt out.
Oh.
There we go.
Joke number 2.
Right.
Where does Molly go to shear her sheep?
To the barbers?
To the barber shop. Yes.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-ts.
Number 3.
Runts.
What's green and carries a suitcase?
What?
A creeper on the way to Isla Bonita. I hate that one so much.
That's so
Every
that
fiber
was
of my
so
being doesn't
bad.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
right,
now
that's a
I
good
get to
one.
join in now because I heard the previous
Yeah,
3. I've
yeah.
not heard these. So we got to try and guess the punchline. Why
Yeah.
did Cam start Writers Wednesday?
I don't know why.
I don't even have a guess for this one.
I don't know.
To get
I
players
genuinely-
out of their writer's block. Nice.
Pretty good.
Good.
That's so good.
And
like
number
it.
5. Why can the Misadventures players never finish reading books?
Why?
Oh, let me think. I'm trying to think if I can guess it. Why can Misadventures players never finish reading books?
Oh. know.
No, I'm not sure. The end is always unavailable. That's really
That's
good.
funny.
That's
good.
very good. That's
glad-
really
glad you
genuinely
like them.
great. I love that joke.
I like that one.
Cool.
That's good. Funny.
That's a good one.
Well done,
Yep,
Tanisha.
and it took me that long to come up with those, so there we go.
Writing jokes takes a lot more though. Like
Yeah.
you can spew words
It
on a
does.
page once you've got like a wider concept, but jokes are like you have to
Mhm.
construct those. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big
Yep.
claps in the
Yay.
chat for that one.
Well done, Tanisha. Those were
Yay.
good. I like
Thank
those
you,
ones.
thank
They were
you.
funny. Well done. Good job.
All right,
anymore.
who's next? Oh no, that was it. That was all the
Um,
jokes.
Yeah.
Tanisha, do you want to go read my story?
I can. This is 13 pages. This is intense.
It's fine. It flies by. Just
Okay.
fast
All right,
reading.
here we go. This tale tells the wonderful story of Professor Cambam and how he became so wicked smart and developed the University of Cambridge.
Cambridge,
Cambridge.
please.
Come on,
Cambridge.
Tanisha.
Cambridge. Sorry.
Is it spelt different? Can we have
Okay.
like an extra M in there or
No,
something?
no, it's not. It's not. It's spelled exactly the
Okay.
same.
There he was, twiddling his young, dumb, and wonky fingers, when all of a sudden he went, "Hey man, I want to be smarter-toodle." Smarter-toodle?
That's a real word. I heard it.
That's a real
Okay.
You
word.
said it. It's real.
Not a
Okay.
toodle.
And so he began to learn from the finest tutors in the land. He was sent off by his father, who bore a striking physical similarity to Cambam, to venture out for massive, strong wisdom. All these like commas, I love it. Like, I have to do the dramatic pauses.
Yeah, you do, sorry.
He searched far and wide for knowledge, saving his enchanted books and big, strong, muscly thoughts for himself via his magical pages. He quested far and wide, venturing through camera-inspired lands and gaining exposure to knowledge and brains. He built a camera so he could capture everything he ever wanted to capture. Then he arrived home for Christmas in a little wintry town and learned that if you use shears on a mushroom, then you turn it into a cow. He then learned that if you click a mushroom on a cow, it doesn't turn back into a mushroom. That's a true story. I
It's very
remember
Learned that
Ant-Man,
the hard
isn't it?
Learned that the hard way.
and then
And
he
and
then arrived in a small cabin filled with other adventurers, or should I say, misadventurers. He embarked into a dungeon filled with spiders and skeletons, and also met the Pirate King and easily took him out.
Damn.
Very easy, yeah.
Didn't actually
at you.
happen. I don't
He
know.
I
ventured
never met
further
him, I
into
don't think.
Oh, it was awful, Martin. Like, you'd one-shot you no matter how much
Wasn't
armor
there like
you had.
a
It was
sheep
horrible.
queen and something as well?
Yeah, there was a sheep queen, but the
might have to
pirate
write
king was
about
the
that.
worst one.
Mm.
Yeah.
He ventured further into a little town called Maryport, where he bought a quaint apartment filled with the wafting scents of yesterday, and by that I mean the frogs and slimes emanating? How do you say that?
Emanating.
Emanating from the sewers. Yuck. All the while, he felt he needed more money and more standing in Misadventures, and so he opened a lovely flower shop where to this day he has only sold one flower.
Hey, that's something. You've gone green.
But Martin, come on,
But
Peter.
the money raised from this escapade allowed him to start his dream university, where he could store knowledge, learn, love, and read to his heart's content.
How much
The
are you selling those
university-
flowers for to make all this? Jesus, what was it? $1 million rose?
He still misses his father, who he hasn't seen for many, many years. Would he even recognize Cambam if he saw him? Who can say? Who is Cambam's father?
Oh.
But he started, a little mystery, a little suspenseful. But he started building a beautiful library with other gems of books spilling over the shelves, offering everyone a safe place to learn, love, and languish. And that was how the University of Cambridge was
Cambridge.
born. A big journey, a big build, a big misadventure.
Wow.
that
Very
was
good. I like
How
that.
did you just actually write all of that just then?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that was good.
Yep. Live on
Wow.
YouTube at Cameron Cambamo10. Anyway, now I've got a lovely new book here. Wait, where is it? Here we go. Myths and More, #1, by Martin in the Little Wood. Throughout the decades, there have been many who have speculated about the conditions that created the land referred to as the frozen wastes bound to the far northwest of Maryport. Its unnaturally bitter temperatures go beyond anything the land's greatest minds can comprehend for a cold climate with no apparent culprit. Townsfolk often tell their young tales of a devious lord called Morath that caused the forest many moons ago when he fell to the hands of a brave misfit band of misadventures whose names are lost to time. Fathers will often jest that they will leave their children there who misbehave and have the frost wraiths take them away to become frozen statues at the iceberg citadel leagues beyond the first tree line. You will often hear supposed eyewitness accounts of frost wraith sightings from drunken fishermen in taverns the land over when they've had a few too many swamp juices. Mentions of the snows changing form into recognizable figures, and even animals from the nearby climates. Some even report seeing thawed versions closer to major cities, but many attribute these to being sewer slimes that have been crept up from the pipes below. I like that. To this day, children are heard singing the song in the playground to spook one another. Chilly, chilly bones of frost. Tread too close and you'll get lost. Try to run, but never can. Beware, beware of the snowman.
My goodness.
I
Look at
love that. That's so good.
that.
Amazing.
Wow.
There
That
you
was good.
go.
I don't know
Really,
how you guys
really
wrote all that
nice.
much, and we had like a couple minutes. That was good.
I just spam type. Honestly, all the stuff that I wrote, I just spam type, just a bunch of random nonsense. And to be fair, I just literally wrote my journey of how I actually did
Yeah.
the university. So
I
like,
already
it was-
came in with like half a concept for that, so it was
Oh,
just
okay, okay.
but, like trying to
Ah, okay.
articulate it was what
Yeah.
slowed me down a bit.
I love the poem though. That's so, or the song. That's really, really cool.
Yeah,
I
That
like
was
that.
that was
Cool.
literally like a last minute thought. I was like, I need something
Yeah.
to round this book out rather
That's
than just
really
the
Yeah.
end.
good.
I like that.
Well, the next thing that we get to do now is we sign our books and we get to pick a place that we want to put them in the library.
Ooh. Let's
So
have a
I know
look.
that we haven't really done the upstairs bit properly, but there are some shelves up there before I decorate the upstairs bit. But very much up to you guys. Just make sure you don't put them on these two shelves. Any of the other shelves will do.
Okay. I
Maybe,
almost want to put like a
in this
decorative
shelf
block here. I like the one with the skeleton
Wait.
skull just because mine talks about like monsters and
I threw the
things.
book back.
Oh,
right?
I might have it. Is it that one?
Okay. I was like, uh oh.
Let me sign
I
it.
lost it.
Myths and more.
So are we saying like, should I say buy 10 or should I just leave it?
Well, it will
Yeah,
say
put
it
your
when you
name on it.
click sign and done
Oh,
it. It will
yeah,
say it
yeah,
on there,
yeah,
won't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I suppose I
you
didn't
can.
actually have to put the title inside the book, but never mind. I'm gonna put
Let's
it.
pop-
I'm gonna close my eyes, then right click. Boom. There we go.
I'll put mine up there then.
Okay, hang on. I have to.
Look at this guy. He's a barrel of laughs.
So stupid. So stupid. Hey, Martin.
it's all-
Hey, Martin, leave me alone. Oh, damn it. I broke the lead. Give me 2 seconds.
That's very good. Silly Cam is silly. My chat is saying they would love for you to do audiobooks, Tanisha, and I agree.
An audiobook.
Yeah. Just get into it. Callum, CPK, he's doing audiobooks now.
For,
Is
on
he?
What? Like
Yeah.
on what?
Callum does
For-
everything, though,
like on
man. He does
Audible.
everything.
Like, so he's found like where you can go and do it. So basically, like,
Oh.
authors will go, right, here's my book, here's a sample piece, read the sample piece, and then they go through and listen to them. And then if they like you, there's sometimes like a second like wave of audition. And then if you get the book, you record the book.
Cool.
Pretty awesome.
So I think he's got like 2 audiobooks now. Let me have a look. Callum Knight Audio or Audible.
Really cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Callum Knight audiobooks. He's done. Oh, where
Maybe
does it
I'll
show
write.
it?
Hang on. I'm gonna write like edition 1 on this because I definitely want to make.
Yeah, do different
Aw.
editions.
Guys, he's done 2 so far. The first one hasn't been rated yet, so it might not have even been purchased. But the second one has got 15 5-star ratings.
Wow.
First one's called Saturday
Christ.
Morning Forever, and the second one is called Echoes of Eras or Eras.
That's cool.
Callum just has all these random side quests, though, doesn't he?
Oh,
Like,
mate, he's
like,
if he's not
when
on a
he
red
just suddenly-
carpet, he's jumping out of a plane or something.
like he just suddenly just had an interview with Catherine Han, like from
Catherine-
Agatha All Along. The person who plays Agatha in Agatha All Along
Oh, okay, cool.
plays the political editor person or the political savvy person in Parks and Recreation as well. She's really funny. I love Catherine Han. But yeah, he interviewed her, which was pretty cool. I'll organize
Okay.
all these books at a later point as well, because like the ones on the right hand side are all like enchanted books, so I'm gonna like put them all sorted. But yeah, if you put them in this side here, this little shelf somewhere, that's really helpful, and then I can organize them all later.
Right, I've got another book to write. What do I do this time?
I could go potter around actually and go and sort out books.
I'm trying to think of what to write next. Have you got any topics?
there's
are,
no-
are there any genre book missing currently from?
We don't have a lot on. Do we not have a lot? Maybe it's something about Jimmy's Isle of Bonita, maybe,
Ooh.
or the picturesque lands of Eloise's place. We don't have anything on that. Although I suppose they would want to write about those.
What
Maybe I
about,
can
like,
write
all
about the history of the postal service. I'm gonna do that.
or-
Yeah, that's a good one
yeah,
actually. Yeah, it's a
that
really good
is
one. Yeah,
good.
do that.
Or like all the NPCs, like every single one needs a backstory. I feel
True.
Every single
Yeah.
one.
every single one. Yeah.
Nisha, you're working on some project on the seas, aren't you?
Yeah, my toxic trials.
What? Elaborate, please.
What that is, I don't even think anyone has actually been there, which is hilarious. But it's like a big toxic wasteland essentially,
Right.
down at the very south bottom.
But what
of the
about the
map.
dolphins?
Sounds amazing.
The dolphins? It doesn't spill into the ocean. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
that's
all
good.
self-contained. I like that.
Yeah, it is. Yes, self-contained on the
Self-contained toxin.
island. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. There's gonna be some like little, I don't know, houses you can come visit, stay in, and there's like it's like, kind of like a big scavenger hunt within 4 different POIs.
That's really-
Yeah. So I kind of want to do like a little backstory on that, and then it will kind of have some explanation about like, yeah, what you have to find and what you have to do. I think that'd be cool.
Well, the other thing that we can also do is that if you don't want to write right now, you can just take the book with you and then bring it back to the library.
Just
Yeah.
come back at
to
any
have a bit
time.
more time. Yeah, like you can, like you
Ooh.
have land perms. There's the trap door or the doors here that you can get into.
That's a
and just
point.
place
Have you got the books
or-
from the library in the Infernal Descent?
Yeah, they're all here.
Oh, they're in here.
I
Okay,
don't-
cool.
I don't know where they are. You might have to just like pick around with them and see.
Oh yeah,
but they're
Creatures of
all in here.
Flame, Volume 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, very organised.
But yeah, they're all in there.
Do you have enchant your
Um,
rituals? I have that.
Enchant your ritual. Is that in the Infernal Descent?
Yeah.
I might do. I think it might be here. Hold on.
Because I have one if you want it.
Yeah, I do. I've got enchant your rituals
Okay, cool.
here. It's all organized alphabetically.
Oh.
Oh, I might have actually just taken it out of order. Hold on.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I'll probably do like a specific spot just for Misadventures books, or like a little like drop it
Yeah.
off here, and then I'll bring it back to like I was gonna, you know how you have like those little library post box where you like
Yeah.
drop off a
pop
book.
it in the
Yeah.
slot. Yeah.
I was thinking about building some of those, like similar to Martin's done, like his post boxes around the area. I was going to do those so that if you have a book that you've written, you just pop it in the post box, and then I would pick it up and bring it back to the library. Was my idea.
Yeah.
But
You'll have to
anyway.
put like a sign above the different, like, for the specific, like Infernal
Yeah.
Descent. Like this is that.
Well, my
section,
idea was that
and
I could
don't know.
use the red coral fans, but then they dried out. I forgot that was a thing that you had to do.
Yeah, no, you can do if you turn this slab, like if you did a stair sideways, you can waterlog it and then that'll not die.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
So turn it
could
like
do that.
face it this way and then
Yeah.
they'll be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then it would
I'll do-
hide the water on the back end.
Yeah.
don't think I have any.
Ah.
I think I have
Oh,
any. Oh, sorry,
hello,
Bruce is here.
sheep.
But yeah, that's kind of it. That's Writers Wednesday. If you want to keep writing, you
That's
can.
cool.
Yeah, I wanna keep
I'm gonna
writing.
pot around and do some stuff, and move the books around. But yeah, that's it. Like, if you want to add any lore, if you want to write anything, just bring it to the library, and I'll find a little.
Is there a
for it.
spot here where
Very
we could
cool.
pick up like blank books to write in?
I'm going to add that. I was basically around the outside here. I've been collecting like leather and things, so like I can make the books nice and quickly. But I will go into. I have a sugarcane farm over there, so let me go get some more paper.
And the
so
cow
that you
farm
can-
nearby is pretty good too.
Well, why do you think I got the leather, man?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go grab some paper then, so that there's some more books if you want to write stuff. So I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
had
gonna go
a
in and
spare
write.
one. I had a spare one in my basket.
Oh gosh, yeah. I need to not leave without all me gear. What have you got on your thing? Is he decorated your little
Yeah,
your locker?
come see. Take a wild guess.
Oh, I did see this. Sorry, yeah, it's the diamonds, isn't it? Because we were looking
Yeah,
at trying to cover up the picture from this side of for Scott, because obviously the diamond
Ah.
bleeds through.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I have a and a coin pouch as my item
No surprise there.
with 1,000 coins in there.
Jeez,
I know.
I think that's more than you've ever made from the jokes.
No, I've made way more. I think I had like 3 subscribers or something.
Oh my god,
Oh,
they're gonna send you
yeah.
that golden plaque in no time. Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah,
Right.
I need to take my armor back.
I'm gonna write a bit about the post office.
Nice.
Where are we going?
You
Which
need
way's the way out?
Wait, you need to write that I was your first delivery.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, the thing, I don't know whether to
Captain
write about the post office itself and the postal service over the years, or whether to write a backstory for Watermunch,
yeah.
the NPC that works there.
You could do both. I mean, the more the merrier, I feel, for this library.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
You could have a whole post office category.
Well, and I think the post office is almost dead. No one's used it in about 2 months.
Oh, no.
I could write about the only
Oh,
deliveries I
gosh.
ever did, and that's about it. I could probably write one about the
Just one book.
Misinformer as well, about how that came to be.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, gosh, that's funny.
Right. I'm going to get writing. Let's do it.
Good luck. All right, I'm going to head back and figure some things out. But have fun.
Thank you very much.
I liked your story.
Thanks.
And yeah,
Do you
excited to
play
read all the things.
D&D or anything like that?
I do not.
You don't?
No.
Would you ever want to?
No.
Not specifically D&D, but there's a much easier one called Dagger Heart.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's simple enough.
Yeah, I've written what
Yeah.
I've done is I've written a one-shot adventure set in the world of Misadventures.
Oh,
And it's gonna
that's
it's gonna
fun.
tie in with some stuff. That's actually the book that I wrote a second ago. That's a little precursor to it.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. That sounds fun.
But like I can run it with a few people, and then I can get some people who are like more newbies, that sort of thing, and we can run just basically run the same thing again, but just take our time with it.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds cool.
Nice. I'll put you down as a
Alright.
yes/maybe.
Yay. Alrighty.
Nice.
Sounds good. Have fun.
See
Good
you
writing.
later.
Bye bye.
All right. Let's do some writing chat. So, can anybody remind me what Water got up to as a post rat? Because it was in the Paris season, wasn't it? So, a not so long time ago, in a land of we, in a land of we. They died a lot. They did die a lot, yeah. Land of we and baguettes. is that just too like generic?
I'll take this one and I'll see if I can.
In a land of we. But yeah, what were the bullet points for what Water got up to in Rats SMP season 2? In fact, can I pull up the wiki? Rats SMP Watermunch. Maybe I can use that for like inspo. Watermunch Rats SMP. Here we go. I need SMP season 2 though. SMP 2. Let's have a look. Rats in Paris. Is there a Rats in Paris SMP or no? Watermunch portrayed by Watermunch. Ah, here we go. Here's a Rats in Paris specific page for Water. Let's have a look. Local postal worker. He loves sorting mail, licking stamps, and sleeping on the job. Watermunch can be seen. Okay, I'll tell you what. Hold on. Let's start the book with. Not so long ago, before arriving in the land of Misadventures, local post rat Watermunch used to live across the seas where giants reside. In a city called Paris. This works. And manning the helm of the #1 postal service. Watermunch used to live across the seas where giant humanoids roam and say funny words like wee wee. In a city called Paris. Let's have a look at this wiki page. Let's see. Right. Wearing a postal service outfit consisting of a white button up top, black tie, Larger rat, pale brown fur, shaggy dark brown hair. That's that. Not having many interactions. Water's only opinion on Tubbo is based on here and the actions it committed. Sausage was Water Munch's first client in the mansion, wanting a pair of shades. Happily deliver success. I was hoping this would have more in it, I'll be honest. I'm trying to remember of like specific interactions that Water had with people. Oh, Water is one of the few rats that learned some French from Scott. Okay, we can write that in. In a city called Paris. There they spoke a different language. Gosh, I thought that was Water for a second. I don't know. I felt like I was seeing things. Say something about the first person that Water met. Who did Water first meet? Oh, Ollie was the first person. Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. We'll go through this. There they spoke a different language, which wasn't too much of a challenge. For the rodent. As a local chef, was willing to share the recipe to communication, allowing them to do their job properly and well. Whether it was sunglasses, or whether it was sunglasses or narcotics. Fresh baked. Freshly baked goods or ransom letters. You deliver them all. I like that. Let's see what we got. So we've covered Scott. We've covered the shades for sausage. What else did get up to? When she died, nobody cared. No one changed their mind about anything that was going on. We were all fine with it. Why is it different this time? Oh, finally, the one sane person in the whole Ratic. Like, they're not going to be able to survive on their own. Away, the Ratic was the only safe place. I don't want you to be sad, dead, lonely, Leaf. She was related to Santa, right? Yeah, maybe actually. So, not so long ago, before arriving in the land of misadventures and manning the helm of the #1 postal service, Water Munch used to live across the seas where giant humanoids roam and say funny words like wee wee in a city called Paris. There they spoke a different language, which wasn't too much of a challenge for the rodent, as a local chef was willing... put a comma there. As a local chef was willing to share the recipe to communication. Communication, which made their job much easier than he first thought. Oh. Let's get rid of the word freshly there. Than he first thought. He first thought. Whether it was sunglasses or narcotics, baked goods or ransom letters, he'd deliver anything handed to him. How he got around so swiftly was a mystery to all. Rumors swelled in the Ratic Oh my god, Jesus. As the Christmas period, as the Christmas season rang in, and he may have some relation to a cannonball of a man. Damn, that made me jump. Yeah. Let's have a look. How he got around so swiftly was a mystery to all. Rumors swelled in the attic as the Christmas season approached that he may be connected to Santa Claus in some way. On that note, Claus looks killer in thigh highs. Also, we've been told. After the incident during the Hamrat play, the two were the only ones adamant on saving Roz and Tubbo if they got caught. Both meeting up later as they spoke about how appalled they were that the other rats would be so cruel. The two headed out to try and find them. Okay. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Cammy's organizing. What finally drove Water to mail in new postcodes was what drove Water to mail in new postcodes was the thirst for adventure. Thirst for adventure. What can we put here, chat? What sort of thing should we put in for Water? And twisted enjoyment in spreading misinformation among people and watching them squirm. Their iconic giggles, yeah. Watching them squirm. This is always accompanied by mischievous giggles. By mischievous giggles that were often contagious. Are they cursed? Or simply a filthy little rat? Nobody knows. But since arriving in these lands, something about him living next door to pirates. Oh yeah, we could write about ourselves in this, couldn't we? We're often contagious. Their cheeky nature was apparently amplified by neighboring pirates who lived in a renovated wardrobe. There lived a zealous captain with a pretty bad drinking problem. And a rat capable of audible eye rolls whenever sangria. How the hell do you spell sangria? Sangria found its way to the table. We put captain in air quotes because he wasn't actually a captain. No, we leave it as it is. Okay, let me read this through, see how it feels at the minute. Not so long ago, before arriving in the land of misadventures and manning the helm of the #1 postal service, Watermunch used to live across the seas where giant humanoids roam and say funny words like wee wee in a city called Paris. Ooh, wee wee. Huh. In a city called Paris. Yeah, that works. There they spoke a different language, which wasn't too much of a challenge for the rodent, as a local chef was willing to share the recipe to communication, which made their job much easier than he first thought. Whether it was sunglasses, whether sunglasses or narcotics, baked goods or ransom letters, he'd deliver anything handed to him. How he got around so swiftly was a mystery to all. Rumours swelled in the Ratic as the Christmas season approached that he may be connected to Santa Claus in some way. On that note, Claus looks killer in thigh highs. Also, we've been told. So I've been told. Can't do a capital I for some reason. Never mind. What finally drove Water to mail in new postcodes was the thirst for adventure and twisted enjoyment in spreading misinformation. Always, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, always, no, always giggling as recipients squirm and look confused and look sufficiently confused. That'll do. I'll get rid of that bit. Their cheeky nature was apparently amplified by neighbouring pirates who lived in a renovated wardrobe next door. There lived a zealous captain. Actually, there lived a captain. With 1,000 tales to tell. Anybody who didn't want to listen to them. He also had a pretty bad drinking problem. He's God. How do you spell the word lieutenant? Jesus, Lieutenant. I don't know how you spell lieutenant. Oh, I was close actually. His lieutenant held a most unique ability, which was held a most unique trait, which was the ability to make their eye rolls audible to those nearby. Often as the result of being told a tale or sangria appearing at their table. So now we just need like a little sign off, I think. Like a little wrap up. What does Water do on the realm? Can we sort of like do a cheeky little reference to that? Watermunch Realm SMP wiki. I don't know much about Water on the realm. What'd they do? Or we could even just do with thirst With a will as strong as theirs, there's no knowing. There's no knowing how long they remain in these lands and what realms they may wander in the future. But one thing is for certain, their contagious chuckle will be known the world over. Echoing in valleys deep and oceans wide. Done. The post rat. Done. There we are. All done with another one.
Excellent stuff. I'm delighted. I've done a new system here. So basically what happens is you'll come in, you drop off your armor downstairs, and then if you want to grab a book to write, you just pick one up from here.
Ah.
You do your thing and write, and then if you just drop it off in here, then I will publish your work and then put it in a good spot.
Nice.
So there you go. Would you like me to read it for you, or would you like
yeah,
me
you
just
can
to...
do. I mean, I've just realized there's a mistake in it, but this book actually is supposed to have some misinformation, so that's fine.
Oh, right, okay, that's good. I'll read it. I'll read it later then, because I'm going to sort out all the book stuff.
Okay,
but
no worries.
I will give it a whirl. Thank you very much for coming to Writers Wednesday. I hope it was everything you dreamed up. Remember all your stuff downstairs.
Oh gosh, yeah, jeez. Yeah, I had a blast. I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to come again.
Yeah, it's fun. I thought it would be just a nice little way just to people to write stuff and just to chill out over here. Because I'm so lonely over here, man. I'm so lonely. It's so far away, and I need to come up with ways to entice people over. So there you go.
Hey, I'll be back next week for sure.
Anyway, thank you for sticking on by. It was fun.
Nice. Thank you for having me, and I will see you again
later.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Should we do a quick run in the crypt? See if we can get the skelly dog, but more importantly, to get the names of the other things in the crypt. I think that would be good, right? We're close enough where we could give it a little... Oh, did I not put my armor on? Oh, I forgot the armor. The armor was on the stand, wasn't it? Not in the chest. I forgot my armor.
Yeah, you don't want to forget about that.
Oh gosh, hold on a minute.
There you go.
I forgot. I grabbed everything out of the chest and was really excited. That's better. Did I have a thing which was like that? Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Come along, Dennis. I come to the end of the stream. No, we're not done yet. The stream's not over yet. We're going to go to the crypt, and then we're going to have a little wander about and do some other stuff. It's going to be fine. So we are setting course for just there. I don't think there's a quick way of doing this, so we'll just have to run with it. Cam desperately needs a fast travel. 100%. 100%. I like the writing thing, though. I think the writing thing was really fun. I'm definitely going to come back and do that again. I quite enjoy that kind of writing. I just don't ever really have a reason to do it. But I mean, if I'm going to start doing all this TTRPG stuff, like, that would be a good way for me to start articulating and stuff. Because you usually have to open with, like, little monologues and stuff like that, don't you? So that might be a good way of practicing that skill. The dragon in a human body who wanted to return to dragon form. AMC tried to help them, but the ritual went horribly wrong. Oh, gosh. I still feel bad that I've not been on the realm really at all, but it's... I mean, I've mentioned this a million times, but I joined late, and then I did 2 streams, and they were like, right, we're wrapping up, and then it's been 4 months since then. So it's like, if I'd have known that it wasn't actually going to wrap up, I would have played more. But, yeah. But it is what it is. How am I doing for food, by the way? I could grab some steak while I'm here, couldn't I? That'd be nice. There is only 2 cows in that field. Oh, there's a bunch in this field. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. All right. No one has been on recently. Well, I always see clips on my timeline, but I never know if they're old clips, new clips, or what. Whenever the next season begins, like, I'll be on from, like, day dot, and that'll be really nice to actually, like, be around for the establishing times. But also, I wouldn't be like shocked Pikachu if I wasn't like in the next season. You know what I mean? Like, it's based on my participation, I can see why they would think, oh, well, he clearly wasn't bothered. But I have messaged Toby and said, like, you know, I was well up for this. I started later than the original plan date because I was at the Hermit Charity thing, and then obviously the server went that way. So I've explained myself, but, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. It's a shame because I was really looking forward to, like, getting to speak to people like Fit and to Phil and lots of other people that are in adjacent circles, but we've never actually crossed over that much. You're going to be a dwarf next season as well? Well, originally I was thinking that I would carry the character over and do something like that, but I don't know, one, whether that would even fit the story, if there is a story to it all. So it's probably just easier to just do something new. But we'll see how it goes. I wanted a Sneak collab so bad. Yeah, I enjoy Sneak's company. He's very fun. He's a good egg. I wonder who was making this forest dungeon, by the way. I don't actually know who was planning on making that. I do need at some point to start designing the dungeon that I say the dungeon, the challenge room that I want to make for the one shot. What about a tiny man who thinks he's a giant instead of your giant who thinks he's tiny? True. Could flip the script. Could turn it on its head for sure. Does that fast travel down here still work? Let me go check it real quick. Just intrigued. Whoop. Got it. I think it should. Plus, we need more Rapture fanboy time. Yeah, we need to hang out with him again, actually. I've not even touched this season of Fortnite. I feel like sometimes, like, numerous Fortnite seasons pass and I just have no idea. I still get emails daily about stuff that I'm going to get. Although, actually, to be fair, maybe we will play Fortnite again soon because they're... Okay. Oh, there we go. Off to the Dwarven Kingdom. Let's go have a look. But yeah, there is a... Actually, I don't know if I can say. Let me check. Let me look. Oh, no, okay, there seem to be articles. Okay, no, yeah, there's public articles about it. So it says that there is Fortnite Delulu is a limited time mode that will only be accessible on weekends. It will be 80 player, 0 build gameplay, and players will be... Oh, gosh, I need to go back this way. And players will be able to leave and join teams mid-match using proximity chat. So, there you go. That's pretty cool. Rumor has it there's a K-pop Demon Hunters collab coming to Fortnite soon. That doesn't surprise me. Oh, this is really nice. I like this. Sausage is unbelievable at what he does, isn't he? Good God. Very, very good. What's he using there? Oh, he's using composters as like a roof accent. Not seen that before. Today's retreat. Looking inside. Ooh, there we go, nice. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like that is like prime to be Fortnite, isn't it? You've got the animated characters, which will work well in that kind of cel-shaded style. Actually, maybe they wouldn't even be in that style. I guess they would just work in the regular Fortnite style, right? I don't think they'd even necessarily need the more sort of anime, you know, like VTuber kind of feel with like the black outlines and stuff. By the way, I know this is a random offshoot. When does the new crit roll season start? Because I've seen that they've started like reveal, or I say starting, they revealed all the characters, all the cast, and who's playing who. They've not actually said what classes each of those characters is, but I was just intrigued to know when that actually begins. Because as much as it's D&D versus Dagger Heart, I'm going to watch it just for like storytelling, learning, and like GM learning kind of thing. It'll also be nice to keep up with that because I've never been in the week by week enjoyment of a D&D of a crit roll show specifically. Right, what we got? We got Ancient Pirate. I like how generic that is. All right, so we've got Ancient Pirate. I might even just take print screens of all of these. What's that one? Oh, the Oracle. It'd be cool to write a little story about the Oracle. Ouchie. I'm just looking for like prompts for the next bit. Although that's a good point, actually. Maybe Sausage should be the one to write stories for characters in here rather than me. Because Sausage is the one who built this this dungeon. Ooh. Now, yeah. Infinity. Not bothered about that. Oh, I never looked at what the end is going to be. Let's see. It's going to be God of Thunder. That's Joel's, isn't it? That's what the toilet roll is. Nice. Maybe write about other SMPs you were in. Well, I don't want to like blur the lines too much. I mean, Post Rat is already kind of doing that, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. This isn't my sword that has the what is it? Bane of Arthropods on it or whatever. I'm not speedrunning, so it's fine. Oh, we should write one. We should write a book like How to Care for Your Skelly Dog. That would be fun. Maybe I'll write that down actually as a note. Where is it? How to Care for Your Skelly Dog. That's a fun book, I think. Did I check that chest over there or no? Oh, I did. 2 diamonds. I don't think I ever actually... Oh, no, I must have picked up the lead. Get the diamonds instead. Nice. Speedrunning 101. I feel like Jojo could write that one. How to train your dragon looking a little different. Wait, what? Ooh. Well, no Skelly Dog today. I'm breaking 1. Rubbish roll. Oh, what about the something art of berry bush acupuncture? The therapeutic art of berry bush acupuncture. I think that's a funny prompt as well. What else we got? We got the angel. That's a bit generic. There we go. How about the Legend of Maeve Emberheart? See, again, that one I won't do only because that's like a real proper established dungeon. Which is why I might not even write about anything that's inside of here. Like, I feel like Maeve is like... Maeve and Morath and everything like that is all Lizzie's domain. Like, that's lore she's established inside of the dungeon and stuff. I don't know whether she wants to lean into that in the future for more things. The Red King is in the crypt somewhere. True. The Withered Man. I'm only going to take print screens of ones that I think would be interesting. Ancient Vampire. I mean, we could write a vampires reference thing later on. There's nothing on that one. It feels weird running around in this dungeon again. All the muscle memory's coming back. Any other coins down here? Could have sworn there was a few this way. Let me look in. That might be tricky not knowing who the vampires are. Oh no, I wouldn't write it now. We can write that one anytime. We can write it when the series is over. There's no rush for that. Right, now I've got to go back up and do the parkour. Parkour! Oh, random one. Has anybody watched the new series called The Paper. It's basically, I think, set in the same world, and it's the same supposed like team as The Office. I'm pretty sure even Oscar works there, like Oscar the accountant. He works at the newspaper. I think it's like set in New York, I want to say. Might be wrong. Oh, balls. Hi Martin, just watched your vampires video last night. Nice. What did you think to it, by the way, chat? Because I used an editor for that for the first time ever. I've never really had an editor for like main videos before. But was it all good? Have I done them all now? Oh, I guess I've still got that one there, haven't I? And then that should be them all done. Yeah. Nice. I think that's everything done up here. Thanks for coming by the Writers Club. Thanks for having me, dude. I wrote 2 books today. I wrote one about the post office, or at least the post rat. And then I wrote one about frost wraiths. It was fun. Great series, great plot. Your episode's really good. Watch many POVs. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going, by the sounds of it, I'm not going nearly as cinematic as the other players, but, you know, I'm just enjoying the vibes. Whoop. We recorded session 2 yesterday, which I'm not going to give anything in the way of spoilers for, but it was a good episode. I think I'm just mostly excited that people are giving it a shot, because I know that people can be apprehensive about trying new formats of SMPs / you know, different combinations of players, because in this series you've got a mixture of like POW people, Empires people, like hermits, like it's a real like scatterbag of creators, but people have given it a fair shot, which is nice. Right, I'm gonna get out of here. Are there any coins up here? Oh, I really thought there might be. We got the whole divorce quartet in one series. That's true. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I love roleplay SMPs. Yeah, me too. They're good. I definitely enjoy using Minecraft as like a sandbox to do storytelling. An enchanted golden apple. Sharpness 4 and smite 5. How are the times looking on this? 28:35. How's Jojo done that one then? That's nuts. Then me and Cam have still got the group run, the duos run. Absolutely loving the SMPs with various different creators from different worlds. Exactly. I think that's the thing. I don't think there was ever a reason that people were, you know, like there was never a, oh, well, we're in this SMP, so we don't play with people from other ones. I think it's just people have been so busy over the years, and I think as they've gotten comfortable and really super familiar with their people in their long-running SMPs, you do start to get like a real strong like familiarity with people where you probably do want a little bit of difference. You know what I mean? Like you want to play with people that you don't know so you can learn their quirks and find other comedic styles or other build inspirations and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be good. A book about the just the Misadventures Cup, I suppose, would be a good one. So that, for context, that Turtle mentioned was when we were on the flight on the way over to America for the Hermit charity event, me and Ren were just like spitballing ideas for what to do on Misadventures. And one of the ideas that we had was to have like a classic medieval, you know, sort of event, if you will, like a competition. A bit like, you know, you've got your jousting and you've got your arrow shooting and all these other kinds of things. And then basically saying that you could have like, I don't know, what the hell is that? Oh, that's the junkyard. Gosh, I didn't recognize the junkyard at a glance for a second there. That's funny. But yeah, we were saying like, you know, you could have Merriport, you could have maybe Orchidia, the Riverwood Hamlet, maybe the community, all competing with one another to win like a, you know, an intercity cup of sorts. You know what I mean? I'm definitely someone who tends to stick to their main YouTubers, but lately I've definitely branched out, especially with your videos looking forward to vampires, because it's a whole new group of people to meet. Yeah. Yeah, there's some really good people in there. Really, really good people. Ren Fair, like events? I guess kind of, yeah. I guess kind of. And the idea as well was that whichever town wins at their fountain, because most of these locations have a fountain, there would be like a special like statue maybe that would sit on that thing, and you would put banners up around, you know, sort of like that town's colors, if you will. So like maybe the community, their main colors could be yellow for the bell and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. There we go. Into there. Boop. Got it. Do they just become a normal one? They do. That's a shame. All right, there we go. I'm just going to do a quick check in the resource world and see if there's anything interesting in there today. Because the resource world sometimes has one of the rarer biomes in it. Let's have a look. Got some sprucey spruce. Just keep teleporting and see what we find. There's nothing crazy around. I was more thinking if we just find pale oak or something else along those lines. Although, mossy cobble's not a terrible shout. Mossy cobble's just a bit more sought after, isn't it? People use it to texture their builds quite a lot, so might as well benefit from this. It was really nice having bloody classical music on when playing Minecraft. Who knew? I just put it on because it felt very Cambridge. Felt very grown up. Once the series is over, I'll definitely watch back, but I like the mystery of not knowing who the vampires are, so I'm sticking to your POV for now. Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be really fun watching from other people's POV if they are the vampire, especially if they were the vampire from like day one as well. That sort of dread and like, oh my god, of it all. What's funny as well is before Vampire SMP started, I said, are we doing roleplay or is this just like we're playing a mini game instead? And I never got a straight answer on that. And it was always like, well, it'll be a bit of both. And it's like, oh, how can it be a bit of both? We're either acknowledging like the chat messages that come up like when things happen, or we're not, you know what I mean? And I was really like trying to advocate for like, why don't we just do it like full role play? And it was sort of met with a little bit of like, I don't know, or like some people will, some people won't, and this, that, and the other. But honestly, it just kind of feels like everybody's role playing. You know what I mean? I guess, yeah, I don't know. But it certainly struck me as the kind of series where full role play would work. You know what I mean? And I think that's what everyone slipped into, even if it wasn't intentional. Maybe it was just a case of the majority role played, so others have joined in as well. Although it is hard to know how to tackle things like chat messages coming up and stuff like that. So I've still kind of just been role playing with that. So like when you get a beacon or lose a beacon or whatever, I sort of say like, oh, I've got goosebumps or whatever. But then when it just blatantly says things in the chat or in the center of your screen, it's kind of hard to ignore. You know what I mean? So I've not really known how to approach that. I just wish we had like a solid yes, no on it kind of thing. But I think as it goes on, we'll probably go a bit more loosey-goosey with those ideas, I guess. Or with that kind of sentiment, I suppose. There's way more mossy cobble here than I expected, by the way. I'm going to grab a ton of it. Irish Wren is my favourite part of the series so far. Is bloody, don't you know? Don't you know? I can tell you in session 2 that we recorded yesterday, did manage to get Wren to break character, which was brilliant. And he told me off for it as well. So that was quite good. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave that in the episode. Because he told me off in character as well, which was quite good. But again, it was the same thing as in Cowboys. He had me and Sausage in front of him, so it was game over. He had no chance. There we go. Don't you know? Don't you know? Irish. I thought it was low-key Scottish with a hint of Jamaican. I think I could see how you can hear that for sure. That's just a South African man doing an Irish accent. Just has this like big old blend. Pretty sure full RP was the right path because I feel like one of the chat messages really gave away one of the vampires. I think I know the one you're referring to, but I didn't. And what it is I'm not looking back at it in post because where I'm not editing it, I don't have to. But I didn't actually make a proper mental note of who was around in that moment, so I didn't have too much insight. In this week's episode, there's somebody that I'm sussing hard. Whether I actually get any evidence to back that you know, paranoia is a whole nother thing. So much of this. Glad I'm doing it now though, rather than having to bone meal a bunch of moss later on. Do you have any specific thing, like the SMP or character of yours you'd like to see more fan art of? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't think anything too crazy has happened just yet. Like, there aren't any, like, key moments where I've been like, oh, I'd love to see fan art of that. The one thing that I really would like to see fan art of from past life, I know we're jumping series there, but I don't know if I've seen many pieces of fan art of the square hole battle at the end. Like I really wanted to, I just imagined it in my head being a really cool shot from like a, sort of like an upwards 45 degree angle of me stood in the middle of that big cross with the 4 other players stood on the corners. I just imagined that in my head at the time, like being a really cool shot for fan art and stuff. Maybe it does exist, but still. Mossy Cobble would be great for the under Orchidea room. That's true, actually. Yeah, this could actually be a really good block for me to use. With it being underwater, part of me wants to go like, oh, well, I should just use bloody Prismarine. But Prismarine, even with the farm that we have for it or a fishing spot for it, would be a nightmare to get. So we could totally use this. Something that I've asked whether we can do as well for the Orchidea challenge room is whether the tunnels to get to it, whether I can design some tunnels, and they're really simple tunnels, just like regular cylindrical tubes, but whether we can have it that different blocks there like are open and closed at different times. So like maybe we can develop it so there's only like 5 or 6 pipes to actually go down and each of them split off into 1 or 2 spots, but we can like just have single block holes, like, you know, on that one map of to get to the other side on MCC Island and stuff, it just has like those single block openings. I'm imagining it being a bit like that, where those single block openings change so that we could have upwards of like, you know, maybe even like 7 or 8, maybe even more different routes to get into the room. And like you'll have water breathing potions, so you don't necessarily have to learn all of them like off by heart. Like they're going to be pretty short routes, but I just thought that would also be fun as well. And I've also asked whether we have any other, because you know like we've got the slimes and stuff, I've asked whether we have any other custom entities available to us, because I thought that would be fun to know. Because at the minute I'm doing like those water wraiths for the boss fight or whatever. But I mean, even if they're just like blue color slimes in the challenge room or whatever, that would be fun. Or to be honest, it could be any mob. Has there been any updates on new dungeon pop-ups? On new dungeon pop-ups? What does that mean? Are the characters aware of vampires, or do they think it's a myth? I just think it's a myth. There's been no evidence in episode 1, and I won't say anything about episode 2, but there's no evidence to suggest that they exist. That's the thing, is even if people know out of character, all of us are waiting for in character, in world confirmation, that sort of thing. Dungeons that are now available to explore. Oh, what, on here? Not on Misadventures, no. I know that Sausage was working on a dungeon over at his Dwarven Kingdom, but I don't know how far along he's gotten with that. I don't know whether he's been uploading Misadventures or not. Let's have a look. Mythical Sausage. When did he upload Misadventures last? Oh, okay, so a couple of weeks ago he uploaded the tadpole shop. Oh, I have spoken to Sausage, by the way. Sausage is game for building those parkour platforms over at the bamboo forest next to the tadpole spot, which is really cool. So when they play their part in the Dagger Heart one shot, then that would be very cool. God, I can't believe how much of this cobble I'm getting. This is great. I don't feel bad about taking it either, because I very much doubt anybody's going to be logging in to do this sort of stuff. I would like to see more people on Misadventures again. I mean, it's easy for me to see because I've only been back on for a day or whatever, but it would be nice to see the server really repopulate again. That'd be really cool. I have a lot of stuff that I don't think I necessarily need. Get rid of that. I don't know if I have any other, like, empty backpacks. Infernal pots. Let's do that real quick. Could at least pop that one away. Yeah, that'll be fine. Ooh. Are you aware of any of the vampires? Like, have you seen any spoilers? No, because I have not been really talking about that SMP on stream for this specific reason, to avoid spoilers. But also, I've muted phrases on Twitter, and then I've basically just not been on Tumblr recently. If I open up Tumblr, I'm basically just looking at my inbox on there and just answering random questions that people throw at me. But I've not been looking at any tags whatsoever. So I will look at all of that sort of stuff when the series concludes. And for now, I'm just keeping myself like nice and spoiler free. But it's nice. Even at the end of this session, like, I'm still only acting on in-game knowledge. Oh, villager. And I would hopefully keep that the same way the entire series, is only ever acting on in-game knowledge. And obviously, if I'm avoiding spoilers as best I can, I should be all right. I feel like if I was going to get spoiled, it would have happened by now. You know what I mean? Don't look at the wiki. Oh, I didn't even know there was a wiki for that SMP, I'll be honest. Nice. Nice. All right, let's grab a couple more mossy cobble. And we can call it a day, I think. What else can I get rid of? One brown mushroom. What I'll do is I'll halve that stack to there. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. Lovely. There's always a wiki. Yeah, there is. I think a lot of those wiki sites make it easy to make subset wikis now, don't they? It's almost a bit like having I'm trying to think what to compare it to. What gives you like a subdomain of something? Like, I feel like back in the day you had things like Bebo and MySpace and stuff, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, maybe not even that, actually. I guess almost I'm thinking more a bit like a Wix kind of thing. I'm trying to remember what the name of the websites used to be. Like, when I wanted to make a website when I was younger, it was like, it was something like freedomain.com or something like, you know what I mean? Like, there was some kind of URL back in the day which was like, you could have basically free website and hosting. GeoCities, that's one of them. I think I used a more like scuffed version of that. And I would take my limited HTML programming knowledge in there and try and design a website. I think I remember trying to design a website for like my little group of friends that I had. And we used to do parkour and we wanted an official website for ourselves. I remember trying to do that. What else can I get rid of? Let's get rid of... I mean, I guess what I could do actually is I could drink these. I can stack the buckets. Be careful with the cast thumbnails because that's how I got spoiled. And to be honest, I only load up YouTube to literally like press go live or to upload my own stuff. Like I don't really sit on my recommended page that much. Honestly, my recommended feed is typically just loads of One Piece stuff. That's pretty much all I watch. One Piece stuff and random, like, you know, daily dose of internet. Oh my god, we need to speak about that for a second. So me and Nettie like always pop on like a daily dose of internet after we finish watching whatever TV show we watch for the evening. And the other day he was like, so guys, sorry if I sounded a little bit weird today. I'm just a bit sick as all. It's like, bro, you literally sound the same every video and have done for an eternity. Like, you do not sound different. You do not sound sick. If anything, you always sound sick. You know what I mean? I was just like, dude, you don't sound any different at all. Not one bit. Well, that really tickled us because he said it and we both burst out laughing. Anything else I could ditch? I'll ditch these as well. Getting all the bloody mossy cobble. So for the challenge room, by the way, that I'm thinking of making, I was imagining it being probably like 2x2 chunks, which I think is a pretty sizable space room. It needs to have an entranceway that you kind of walk through and then a gate can close behind you. And then I suppose, like, ideally, when people finish it, they can then go up a bubble vator that would bring them out in the fountain of Orchidia, is what I'm thinking for it. Go for this one here. Am I tapped out now? Is my inventory full? I'll get rid of that one as well. Right, we'll fill up this last stack and then I'm actually done. I'm going to call it a day. Just thought I'll get this. Make hay while the sun shines, or whatever the saying is. It's more about making money, but whatever. Mine blocks when the gen works. Question. In theory, if Martin becomes a vampire, would they embrace the monster within or choose to refuse their carnal desires? To be honest, I think they'd probably just embrace it. It'd probably be the first time they felt powerful, right? Like, the whole point of his character is that... I mean, so this is the thing I need to clarify, actually. I think I kind of clarify it in episode 2 at some point. I think I make some comments that probably help it. But people seem to be confused as to whether I'm actually a nobleman or not, or whether I'm just pretending. And I thought I'd made it kind of clear in the first episode, especially after speaking to Apo and those guys just outside of the town. But he is... So this whole I fell asleep and my family drove away thing... is just like it's just a cover. It's he managed to steal the clothes and then got lost in the woods, and like the story he's telling the townsfolk is that he's been lost in the woods for a couple days after getting left behind, but actually he's been lost in those woods for a couple of weeks after stealing from a nobleman home. I thought it was clear, but some people seem confused. Also, people are obsessed with knowing like how old he is, and I think it's because there's this kind of like immature nature to him, which is basically like almost like an overcompensation, or like, you know, missing the mark in character, missing the mark of missing the mark of being a nobleman who has never lived outside of the citadel and this, that, and the other. Like, that's kind of intentional. Like, he's almost acting as though he's not very worldly and his sense of humor is quite flat, or that people would normally laugh at his jokes just because they have to, because they're employed by his father and stuff. Like, it's all these kind of like misconceptions that, like, you know, character Martin has of what a nobleman would be like, or what a young nobleman would be like. Which I think I'm doing that well at the moment. I think it's convincing to the other players, and it's keeping character Martin like tripping up on his words or being a little bit misguided on how characters, on how noblemen actually are. So then to have Scott there as an actual nobleman, then makes that dynamic quite fun. And I decided all of this in the 40 seconds before I hit record on the day of it. The fact that viewers are confused means that you're doing a good job. Yeah, I would suppose so. But yeah, people are obsessed with knowing how old he is. I think because he's acting kind of immature, that's what's got people querying it and questioning it. And like, I imagine him being like, you know, early 20s, something like that. Early 20s, mid 20s. Like, there's no like exact figure to it. But the immaturity stems from him playing a role incorrectly rather than actually being immature. He's trying to give off this kind of like spoon-fed persona. Oh, don't want to use that. That's what I'm collecting. I know I keep saying that I'm going to fill one stack, but we're talking about vampires, so I was like, go on for it. I think talking about your papa gave it a lot younger energy. Yeah, but that, you know, that was intentional. But not in its intent wasn't to try and make it apparent that I'm a younger person, but more just, yeah, very young 20s father boy vibes. Yeah, that's what character Martin's going for, but he's not lived that life. But that's what he's trying to convey, is that all of them call their father papa and like has very like pathetic humor and all that sort of stuff, which is working so far because the townsfolk haven't batted an eyelid yet. I mean, the only person who said you don't sound posh is probably Apo. She sort of clocked character Martin as not necessarily being posh and sounding a bit more like common folk, which makes sense given that Apo probably has more face time with common folk and noblemen alike, so could probably notice the differences a lot more easily. So it's worked out really nicely. The role play has been pristine. Is Woodhurst his actual last name, or is that who he stole from? Yeah, that's who he stole from. Yeah. I don't think he has a last name. I think he's just called Martin, and he just slapped Woodhurst on when he heard that the town was called Oakhurst. You sort of hear, you might remember if you, when Owen says the town's called Oakhurst, he sort of does like a stagger and a stammer, and that's him like scrambling to figure out how he can maybe try and lay claim to this place. So that's why you hear that kind of like moment of like sort of shock or like acknowledgement, and then there's a bit of a stumbled delay into calling himself Woodhurst. But yeah, so there you go. That's what's going on with vampires so far. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to call this Writing Wednesday. Boop, got it. So do we know where he's from, / do you plan on exploring that fully? Probably not. Might do. I don't know. I guess it depends how things play out. I mean, you've seen how quickly I can improvise stories and all that jazz. I'm waiting for someone to be like, I know the Woodhurst, you ain't one. That's true. That hasn't happened yet, but it could. Writing Wednesday prompts. Cool. I've got those saved for next time, which is good. Did I not save my one-shot adventure? I did. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Well, let's go and raid somebody. So, reminder, tomorrow is going to be a stream with Portal. We're going to be trying to complete Minecraft as quickly as possible. We're doing a little duo collabby stream, which is going to be good. And then the day after that, on Friday, we have got the quick start adventure in Dagger Heart, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's going to be me as the game master. And we've got Cherry, Ren, Gracie, and Owen playing in that as the players. And then on Saturday, we are going to be on the Hermitcraft server, which I'm very much looking forward to. So that is what we've got lined up in the days to come. Got a pretty busy week from here on out. Who are we going to raid? Oh, hiccups. I'll tell you what, actually, I saw her tweet saying that she's back and she's live at the minute. We'll go raid Puffy. Raid Captain. Oh, that's rad. Captain Puffy. Raid Captain Puffy. It looks like she's playing some Silk Song at the minute. which if you've been watching my streams, won't be any spoilers for you because I would assume that I'm further along than she is. But have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping with the little writing bits. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.